and welcome to Spartan Stadium in Fairleigh, West Virginia. Tonight, Video Productions presents exciting high school football. It's the Shady Spring Tigers with a record of 1-4 take on the number 2 Class AAA team, the Greenbrier Spartans. They're 3-1. What a beautiful night here in the Greenbrier Valley as we welcome you to tonight's broadcast with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, Jackie Moon on camera. We have KB doing the producing and directing, and Chris Farish on stats. Well, Eric, you got here just in time as we ready to come on the air. And, you know, this is the first time that I've broadcast here at Greenbrier East since I did radio back in the season of 2020, back in the COVID year. And that time, not only did I broadcast one game here, twice, because Beckley played Greenbrier East twice in the same season, and both games were here. So it's good to be back. And like I said, the first time I've been here since 2020.
Yeah, and as you can see, they've done a lot of upgrades to the stadium. The visiting bleachers are totally redone, restructured. It's a good-looking campus facility here.
Yeah, it's great. Like I said, we were talking about it before we came on live, talking about the great drive over here up 64. Like I said, the beautiful Greenbrier Valley. As you can see on your screen, the mountains and the trees on the other side. And as the sun's going down, you can see the color of the sun. This is really a great fall setting for the first Friday night in October.
Yeah, and the first Friday night in October, and things are looking up here for the Greenbrier East program as they come in number 2 in this week's rankings, man, and in the AAA rankings. And I think this will be another good victory if they're able to get another victory at home, and they're going to establish themselves. This senior group will do something that they haven't been able to do, and that's make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, as we look at Shady in the ball game 1-4, they won their first game against St. Albans 40-0, but since then, Eric, it hadn't been good. They lost to James Monroe 26-7. You and I did the game when they lost to Nicholas County at home 46-16. They lost to Oak Hill 42-23, and then last week losing to Pikeview 34-6.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of things stems with Shady Springs' losses lately have been in the run game, not being able to stop the run game. And I think they're going to get a heavy dose of, a little of both with this Greenbrier East offense. You know, good at quarterback with Brody Hamrick, and the running back / fullback is a Godfrey, and he is really, really good and will be a hard running back to bring down.
You know, as we take a look at Greenbrier East, they won their first 2 games. They beat Riverside on the road 39-27. Eric, you and I had done the game where they upset Beckley, and Beckley 28-14. They got that big 102-yard interception return from Stone, and that turned that game around. They lost their home opener against Allegheny, who I understand is currently undefeated. They lost to him here 36-26, but then they had a bye week, and then they got a big win last week beating Oak Hill 45-7.
Yeah, and the thing is, the Allegheny loss is an out-of-state team, so it really doesn't affect them, the Greenbrier East, in the grand scheme of things. And, you know, they would just want to handle their business with some big games looming down the road on their schedule. They really need to defend home field tonight.
One of the things that Coach Lee, not only does he have to battle Shady tonight, but he's also got to make sure that his players don't look past Shady, because they got another Tigers, Princeton, next week. Princeton is number 3 in the ratings. As you mentioned, Greenbrier East number 2. So that's a big thing for the coaching staff to keep their team focused on this set of Tigers this weekend before they take on another set of Tigers next weekend.
Yeah, and, and that game could be, big, looming on the horizon. But I think Coach Lee has done a great job, as you and I talked about during the Beckley game. He really coaches. I don't think he gets enough credit. He coaches, the players he has. He always coaches those teams up. So look for them to not really look past. Although you can think about that game at 12 o'clock tonight going into Saturday, but they need to handle business against Shady tonight.
That's right. It's a beautiful night here, like I said, in the Greenbrier Valleys. We welcome you in here to the Greenbrier Automotive pregame show, and we'll get this game kicked off at the bottom of the hour at 7:30. Once again, it is 1-4 Shady against the number 2 in AAA, 3-1 Greenbrier East. We'll take a break, come back as our pregame show will continue here on Video Productions.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon, or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
My name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
And we welcome you back to Spartan Stadium here on the campus of Greenbrier East High School, getting you ready for the kickoff at the bottom of the hour between the Shady Spring Tigers 1-4 and the number 2 rated team in Class AAA, Greenbrier East 3-1. Tonight's game is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Scotty Brown, your local State Farm agent in Shady Spring. You can dial him up at 681-238-6130. Also, the game tonight is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, you can check out Luke Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker, and you can go on their website and check them out, as I mentioned, at exitelevationwv.com. Also, the game tonight brought to you by Heather Cantley, your Edward Jones financial advisor. She's my financial advisor. She can be yours as well. She helped set me up for retirement, and she can do the same for you. She's got a new location on Harper Road in Beckley. You can call Heather at 681-254-0097. And also the game tonight brought to you by Hart's Cabinets, located in MacArthur, West Virginia. They have quality custom cabinets, and they are a proud sponsor of local sports at 304-252-2917. Well, Eric, here we are into the month of October, and really I think over the next 2 to 3 weeks is really going to be separation time, because now teams are more than past the halfway through the season, or if they haven't, they will be after tonight. So now you got to get in position to get in position.
Yeah, and you know what you get out of that first month in September, you pretty much defined who you are once you get into October. You know what you're good at, you know what you don't do so well, and what you need to do is hone those things in practice. But every team now is pointing towards trying to get a home playoff game. And there are a lot of area teams, and Greenbrier East really being one of them. You know, after this game, they have a big one looming next week. So these next 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of October, could be really good to the Spartans.
Yeah, you look at Greenbrier East, they'll be on the road. They'll be at Princeton next week. Then they'll go on the road to Nicholas County. We saw Nicholas County. We know how good they are. And then they come home with Bluefield, James Monroe, and Nitro. In fact, all of those could be potential playoff teams.
Yeah, and I was going to say Nitro, they have a WVU signee at wideout. James Monroe is James Monroe. This kind of a rivalry game.
Yes.
Those two teams, whenever they get together, it's going to bring out the best in both squads. And you know what, Bluefield's going to be fighting for a playoff spot. So is that one here or on
that
the
is here at Greenbrier East?
Yeah,
you're right. And if Bluefield was able to beat East, look at the points they would get for beating the AAA.
And that's what those teams will be pointing to, man. So that's a heck of a schedule down the stretch. But on the flip side, it's all right in front of Greenbrier East. You can go out, make a statement, and I think they have the team, and you do as well. We've talked about this. They have the team. They have a great quarterback, good running game, great wideouts, a good tight end, and senior-laden team, man, and they want to make some history, not school history, but they want to leave the program better than when they came.
Want to write their own history, and you're right. The thing that I really like about this team, they are, as you mentioned, a senior-laden team, a very experienced team. Out of their 11 offensive starters, 10 of them are seniors.
Yeah, and you couldn't. And that's what you asked for, and they've all been around the program. They all know the ins and outs of what Coach Lee wants, and that's what you want. Once they get seniors, it's the fruits of their labor, right, so to speak. Now they're blossoming into what could be a playoff team and make a playoff run.
And for Shady, if they can somehow pull this off, the remainder of their schedule, and not that tonight game is not winnable, it is, but they've really got a lot of winnable games. Next week at Liberty, home with Winfield. Winfield's good, and then they got Berkeley Springs.
Yeah.
First time ever. Really don't know much about Berkeley Springs being from the Eastern Panhandle, and then they'll finish up on the road at Westside, and then so that's 10 straight. Their bye week is at the end of the season, so if they don't make the playoffs, it's just 10 straight games.
Just 10 straight weeks, and some coaches you might not like that, but that's the way it was laid out. But everything's right in front of the Shady Tigers too. It's an uphill battle for them right now because I think it's going to be a tough contest, and to pull off one, they'll have to play perfect tonight.
I remember you and I doing this game last year. Greenbrier East won the game at Shady, but it was a competitive game, and the best I can remember, it was a high-scoring game, and East able to pull it out.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of points put up in that game, and East just got the better of them. They, special teams. I think they even had a kick return. A couple special teams plays. A couple turned them over on their own end of the field, and Greenbrier East was able to capitalize off of that.
On the ride up here, up 64, it looked like summer, but now it'll feel like fall, and a nice fall night. Actually, a little breeze. I don't think, especially as a player, as a fan, and of course, we got the windows open, just my hot air may be going out, but other than that, I think this is the type of night that you want to play in, or as a fan, you want to watch a game in.
Yeah, if you could draw it up, this is a perfect night. It's going to be probably 50s, upper 40s by the end of the game.
Yeah,
so
end of the game probably mid-50s.
Yeah, this is what you want to play in right here.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break as we get closer to kickoff. Kickoff at the bottom of the hour at 7:30. Greenbrier East and Shady, and it kicks off at the bottom of the hour, and we'll step out here in the Greenbrier Automotive pregame show after these messages here on Video Productions.
Access Health began as a small clinic with a simple yet powerful purpose: to care for our neighbors right here at home. From the very beginning, it was about people showing up for each other, building trust, and staying connected. Today, Access Health is serving thousands across southern West Virginia. But what makes us different isn't just the care we provide, it's who provides it. Our team was born here, trained here, and lives here. This is what community looks like. This is Access Health, by the community, for the community, always.
If you're struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches, it's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if Compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Chevy, where they are right.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
We welcome you back to the Greenbrier Automotive pregame show as the marching band of the Greenbrier Spartans down on the field. They are entertaining the crowd. We're still about 15 minutes away, Eric, from the kickoff. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road, and Beckley. It's hard to believe, Eric, that 3 weeks from tonight will be Halloween, and they were having Bowloween at Leisure Lanes, and they're giving out cash for the best costume. I could go as myself and probably win, right? I'd be the ugliest guy there. But then everybody told me Mario and I look alike, so maybe he would beat me out as the ugliest guy there. You can comment on that for a minute, Eric.
No, I'll let you guys figure that one out.
All right. The number, if you want to be involved in that Bowloween and how to reserve your lane and about the party on Halloween, is you can dial them up at 304-253-7328, located on Johnstown Road in Beckley. Also, the game tonight is brought to you by Infinity Coal Company, located in Sophia, West Virginia. They are now hiring experienced underground miners. They offer a great wage with great benefits. You can apply online, United Coal Company's Facebook page. Also, the game tonight brought to you by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. They have all your favorite Italian dishes, sandwiches, salads, and seafood as well. Catering and private parties are available. Book your next event there at Pasquale's by calling 304-255-5253. And also the game brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate. You're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. And she's located at Market Road in Beckley. She's my agent. Takes great care of me. She'll take great care of you as well. And you can dial up Lori at 304-252-8646. Well, Eric, we're going to have you put your coaching cap on. And if you're a head coach, actually, they're going to play the national anthem. So hold that thought. We're going to go to a commercial break. And on the other side of the break, Eric will give you the keys for both teams when we come back here on Video Productions.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
If you're struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches, it's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if Compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
This fall, let the beauty of the season in without the chill. At Window World of Beckley, we bring comfort, style, and savings to your home. Our windows and doors are built to handle West Virginia's wild and wonderful weather, keeping the warmth in and the energy bills low. With energy-efficient windows, expert installations, and affordable financing options, it's time to upgrade. It's never been easier to fall in love with your home again. Call 1-800-Window World today.
And we welcome you back to the Greenbrier Automotive pregame show. We're a little less than 10 minutes away from the opening kickoff here at Greenbrier East tonight. The Greenbrier East Spartans, of course, the host team, ranked number 2 in Class AAA, 3-1, taking on Shady's 1-4. And Eric, before we went to that last break, I was getting ready to ask you to put your coaching cap on. If you're Coach Colacerto, what do you think that he is telling and will tell his troops before they take the field here against the Greenbrier East?
Well, I think it's imperative on the road, especially for this Shady Tiger team. We've had a chance, to do a game and watch them. They have to establish some run game. It can't be in constant 3rd and longs, 3rd and 8s. You need some 3rd and 4 manageable downs. And I think early on, the trenches up front, those guys are going to have to show up and open some running lanes.
Well, I think, of course, Ramage is a guy that can do that. Snodgrass, a guy can do it. Also, Helmer and Hedgecock. So they got 4 different players that you don't have to rely on one guy. They could use a variety of backs that can make that happen.
Yeah, and you might have to go to some more 12 personnel, meaning more, bring in some people to help with the blocking, some tight ends, and use some different formations to try to free up the passing game, because you're going to need to establish the run against this defensive front, because we saw they shut down in the second half, especially that Beckley run game.
All right, and if you're Coach Lee for Greenbrier East,
oh man, you have a great quarterback who doesn't make mistakes, a senior quarterback in Hamrick, but I think they're going to pound Godfrey early on. I think they'll establish the run to loosen up those passing lanes. They have good wide outs, speed on the outside, and a great tight end. So I just think he'll just do what's got him here, dance with the one that's brought him, this 3-1 record.
Yes.
And see how that happens. What happens this evening?
I said earlier that Caden Stone intercepted the pass. Actually, I think it was Nate Subtle.
It was subtle.
And I want to correct that.
And I remember Subtle because he ran track.
And he's very subtle.
And as soon as he caught it, I told you that's 6.
Right. So that's my bad, and I want to correct that. It was subtle. But also, I'm with you. I like Hamrick, and I like your big tight end.
Yes.
Grant Burdett, 6'4", 220 senior.
Matter of fact, I think he gets overshadowed because of it, but he is steady. He's always open in the middle of the field, roaming. And I think moving forward in the playoff football, that's what you need. Weather gets cold, you need, the little check down throw to him, and he'll take it and run.
Yeah, he can move the chains. He can be your possession guy. They can hit the big play with Stone over the top. And also, for Shady, they really got to keep an eye on the quarterback, Brody Hamrick, because Hamrick can beat you with his legs as well as his arm.
And that's what it does. He doesn't look to run. He runs situationally. I mean, he knows when the play breaks down, and he knows where the sticks are, and he's going to get the first down to keep this offense moving.
And if you remember in the Beckley game we did, he had a big, I think it was a 3rd long or 4th long.
It was 3rd. It was like 3rd and 14.
It was a long, and he ran and picked up first down. So there's the Greenbrier East band still out there. A lot of people from Shady made their way up here to the Greenbrier Valley tonight. A beautiful night, the first Friday night of October, and we're a little more than 5 minutes away of getting this game kicked off. Also, Eric, of course, we'll keep our audience up to date of scores of other games, other teams in Raleigh County. Beckley on the road at Preston after coming off a bye and a loss. They had a loss to Bluefield 2 weeks ago off a bye. They'll be on the road up at Preston, and also Liberty will be down in Wyoming County playing Westside.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get some updates. And you and I know both, once you go to Westside, it's really tough to get some updates, with the sales situation. But we'll try to stay up on the Beckley score. Look at the Greenbrier East future opponent next week, Princeton.
You're reading my mind. I think that's one of the more intriguing games.
Yes.
Is Winfield at Princeton tonight.
Yeah, and that Winfield team that Princeton cannot overlook, that Winfield team thinking about this matchup either with Greenbrier East.
Of course, Winfield is a future Shady opponent, and as we talked about, Princeton and Greenbrier East play next week.
Yeah, so our viewers, they will all be interested in all those updates, so we'll try to keep them up to date on it.
All right, we're going to take one more commercial break and get you ready for the kickoff at the bottom of the hour. It's 1-4 Shady, taking on number 2 in AAA, 3-1 Greenbrier East. And we'll take a break and be right back here on Video Productions.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon, or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
And welcome back to Greenbrier East. As soon as we come out of the commercial break, the Spartans there take the field. They'll be on the sideline right below us. Spartans will be wearing, as you can see, the gold helmets, the green jerseys, and the white pants. Shady across the way with the gold helmet, white jerseys, and navy blue pants. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Spartan Factory in Beckley. They have T-shirts, team uniforms, bags, hats, banners, and the good-looking swag that Eric and myself have on. Also, our stat man, Chris Parrish, wearing tonight. And you can check out the Spartan Factory on the website, the SpartanFactoryWV.com. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. And I was just saying during the break, Eric, I could use an ice cold Pepsi, a nice blue can right about now.
Yeah, nice one, nice and cold for us.
Well, while we were in commercial break, they had the captains at the center of the field. Shady won the toss and deferred. So Greenbrier East will start on offense to just begin the game.
Yeah, and I think, Greenbrier East doesn't mind putting that offensive unit out there and try to get up early. And I think Shady just wanted to see if their defense could slow them down and save and defer to the second half and get that opening kickoff of the second half.
Nice crowd as always. A lot of people made their way up from Raleigh County from Shady. Of course, Greenbrier East, the homestands, packed as always, and always a nice place to come here. Like I'd mentioned in our earlier segment, in all the years I've done radio, the way this stadium has evolved, and you touched about it, Eric, at one point I think their bleachers wasn't in very good shape across the way. They've got them fixed up. They've got the track fixed. They got the press box. And then I haven't been here to call a game since 2020 season when I was doing radio, and Beckley played up here twice, and I came twice. So this is the first time I have been able to call a game up here since then.
Yeah, and you saw all the upgrades to the stadium. Like I said, it's a nice football field on the campus of the school.
So Greenbrier East will work right to left on your screen. Shady's got it teed up there at the 40, and we're moments away from getting the ball game started. Caden Stone will be one of the guys deep. And let's see, also Jai Green will be deep. So it'll be Stone on the far side, Green here on the near side, and the ball's teed up, and we are ready to get this game underway. And here comes the opening kickoff, and we're ready to go. It's a squibber. And Greenbrier is just able to get on it. They'll get great field position. No return, but the Spartans are going to start up over the 40.
Yeah, a little trickery right there, trying to catch Greenbrier East retreating, and, I don't mind that out of Shady. You're trying to, steal a possession there.
So let's see where they'll put the ball down at the 42 or 43. They're going to put it at the 43-yard line. So there's where Greenbrier East will start at the 43-yard line. The quarterback is Brady Hamrick. And as I mentioned, 10 of the 11 offensive starters are seniors. They'll work from the gun as they put a man in motion. Out of the pistol set, they'll run the ball off the right side, and that crosses the 45 for about a 3-yard gain, and that was Godfrey on the carry, Eric. He'll take the ball out to the 46.
A.J. Godfrey, humongous hold there. I actually think if he'd have bounced that to the outside, he may have, been sprung for a little more yards. But, we had a chance to do him earlier in the season, and he loves contact, does not shy away from it.
They'll actually give him the 47-yard line, so he'll get 4 on that first down run, and it'll be 2nd down and 6. So from their own 47, once again out of the pistol set, Godfrey waits on the snap. Or beg your pardon, Hamrick, and Shady's defense up to the task there. That looks like it will go for no gain.
Yeah, big tackle right there from Shady, from Brady, is that Losick right there on the tackle.
Yeah, so no gain. And 3rd down and 6 coming up. Yes. Clock running down. We're coming up on the 11-minute mark, 1 minute of the ball game. Our first 3rd down, first possession of the game. And here's Hamrick from the shotgun as he sends twin receivers to the top of the screen. And here for Shady, Eric, you got to watch for Hamrick running. They'll run the ball. No, it's a fake. Here's the pass out in the flat, and it's dropped.
Wow.
Had an open receiver at the Shady 35, and he can't hang on to the ball.
Yeah, open receiver, man. You need that one back. That was Caden Stone. He's usually a sure-handed wide receiver for Greenbrier East. And what a fake, what a play fake carried out by Greenbrier East. And do you think they keep the offense on the field here?
I think they're going to. Yeah, we've got 10:50 here remaining in the first quarter. The clock stops on the incompletion, 18 on the play clock, and I think they will keep their offense on the field. Now, of course, Hamrick, he could punt it because he's that good of an athlete.
They're going trips. I really think they're going to go for this.
Hamrick takes the shotgun snap. Pressure comes. They throw it short in the flat. It's caught if Shady can make the tackle, and they can out in the open field, and that's a first down. I'm saying if Shady could have made that tackle in the open field, that could have turned Greenbrier East over on downs. The Spartans able to convert on 4th down as we watch the replay.
And as you see, you go to the was that the back out of the backfield, I think, and picked up the first down. But you had to know the Greenbrier East is real confident in their offense, especially when you have a senior Latin team like you said with a great quarterback. He's going to make the right decision with the ball. 1st and
10 at the Shady 37. Once again, they'll run the ball here to the near side. There's some running room. Falling inside the 35 that time is Godfrey as they run out of the pistol set and get the ball down to the Shady 33-yard line. Make it the 34-yard line. They pick up 3 on the play. 2 minutes into the ball game. This is the first possession of the game. Greenbrier East will spread them out with twin receivers to the top and bottom of your screen. Hamrick takes the snap, throws short. It's caught. The big tight end Burdett. He's got a first down to the Shady 25.
Yeah, just sitting down in the center, in the middle of the defense, and Burdett does a great job of just turning and getting what the defense gives him.
Yeah, and he's a big target. Big target. Yeah, he's 6'4", 220. I really like his game. He's going fast with tempo from the pistol set. Hamrick takes the snap, throws near side. It's caught. The receiver just goes down the seam, sits down and makes the catch, and gets the ball down inside the 20-yard line. That's Subtle.
Yeah, Nate Subtle. But, yeah, commend the Shady defense right there for rallying and bringing a lot of helmets. As we see here on the instant replay, they didn't give up on the play. You had linebackers. Everybody rallied to the ball to make a tackle after a short gain, after a 6-yard gain.
Well, actually 7. He'll put the ball at the 18 from the 25 to the 18. Got 7 on first down. 2nd and 3, and right here, East, you can run or pass. It really opens the playbook right here. From the pistol set, twin receivers to each side. Hamrick takes the snap, pumps. Now he's in trouble. He's got to scramble, and he'll just throw it away. That's really good Shady defense. Yeah. They didn't bite on the pump.
Great defense, but also great quarterback play. Saw it wasn't open and just got rid of the ball outside of the pocket and lived to the next down and didn't make a negative play, offensive play.
Right, didn't take a loss, didn't force it into defensive traffic. So the clock stops on the incompletion, 9:04 remaining opening quarter. 3rd and 3 coming up for East. Hamrick waits on the snap, hands the ball off to the right side. That's a first down and more down inside the 10-yard line as A.J. Godfrey finds a hole off the right side and gets down to the Shady 9. 1st and goal for Greenbrier East.
Yeah, just everything working for this East offense and the tempo. They're up and at it again.
Yeah, right on the ball. Handoff, Godfrey up the gut. He gets the ball down just shy of the 5, maybe right to the 5, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up for Greenbrier East. This will be the 11th play of the drive. They'll put the ball just shy of the 5-yard line. 8:40 and counting here in the first quarter. This is the opening possession of the game.
And I look for them right here just to spread them out and give it to Godfrey again. They've been getting 4 or 5 yards of whack right here. Let's see what they go with.
They've had good success, and you called it, partner. And Godfrey trying to, zig and zag his way into that defensive traffic, gets inside the 5 and gets to the 4. So it'll be 3rd down coming up from the 4-yard line.
Takes it down to the 4-yard line. It's 3rd and goal.
Now it looks like they're going to bring in maybe some little extra beef, perhaps, as they're taking Burdette at the tight end out. Maybe they're bringing in a run formation.
Yeah, let's see right. It looks like some more wide outs. Maybe probably just spread it out a little more and
run inside. And this time Hamrick will go under center. He'd been in the shotgun all the previous plays. They're going to run to Godfrey. Godfrey trying to find traffic, trying to push the pile. It gets closer, but he's not in.
The 2?
Yep, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The middle of the Shady defensive line really standing up here. This could be a big defensive stand right here. But here is where the quarterback comes into play, especially if they go shotgun. He can use his legs. Probably RPO with him.
Yeah, let's see if they want to do that or they just want to go power. Yeah, they're probably going to go power. They put Burdette in as the lead guy of the eye. They'll turn around, hand the ball to Godfrey, trying to find his way to the end zone, and he does for a Greenbrier East touchdown. That was a very impressive drive, Eric. That was a 13-play, 57-yard drive, and with 7:16 remaining in the first quarter, Greenbrier East takes a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's the type of drive that really, you had 1 4th down conversion, probably 3 3rd down conversions. Well, that was 2 4th down conversions because that was for the touchdown. So, they were determined to put, a touchdown up and a minor hole for the Shady Tigers to dig out of.
The point after the snap was low, but the kick is able to get through. And with 7:16 remaining in the first quarter, your score is Greenbrier 7, Shady nothing. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
And we welcome you back to Greenbrier East, the Spartans. Eric, what a great drive. A 13-play, 57-yard drive that took almost 5 minutes of that first quarter, and Spartans able to convert on 2 4th downs, and they get a 2-yard run there by Godfrey, the PAT good, 7-0 the Spartans lead.
And a good mix on offense too, Maris. They were able to really throw some dig routes in the middle of the Shady defense and ran right at them.
Here's a booming kickoff. It'll be a return for Shady back inside the 10-yard line, trying to find some running room, and off to the left side, gets up over the 30, and a nice return that time.
That looks like that was Clark,
That
right?
was Miles Clark, the 5'6 junior, got good speed, and he'll get the ball out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, good gutsy run right at the heart of the kick return team, and gives Shady some excellent field position here to start.
So Cal Curlicerto will bring them out, and like I said, they've got weapons. They've got weapons in Hedgecock, Helmer, Snodgrass, and Romich. And let's see what they'll elect to do here on their first play from scrimmage for their offense. 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. 7:07 for the opening quarter. 7-0 Greenbrier East leads. Out of the shotgun, Curlicerto looks at the defense. 10 on the play clock. Curlicerto takes the snap, be a running play, and doesn't quite get back to the line of scrimmage as Greenbrier East is all over that, as Helmer really had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Greenbrier East looked like they had a little slant going already with the defensive line, and the linebackers really filled the gaps and just nowhere to run.
The loss will take it back across the 35, back to the 34, make it 2nd and 11. And here come the Tigers here on the near side hash. And this time Curlicerto, instead of going to the gun, will get up under center. He's checking over the Greenbrier East defense. We're under 10 on the play clock. He'll run the ball up inside. There's a hole, breaking it to the outside across the 40 and out of bounds. And that's a good hard run that time by Ramage. Evan Ramage, the 5'8 senior, across the 40-yard line to make third down more manageable.
Yeah, nice quick hitter. And way the guys up front creating some running space, man. The wide outs getting blocks downfields and a good positive gain for Ramage.
Yeah, a 10-yard gain makes it 3rd down and 1. And after giving up that long touchdown drive, a 13-play, 57-yard drive in 5 minutes, you don't want to go 3 and out.
Yeah, you definitely want to try to pick up this first down and really move the chains. And it will be big for your guys going both ways, too, defensively and offensively.
So maybe Shady trying to milk the clock, taking their time before they snap it on 3rd and 1. They'll run the ball, and they'll get a first down and more across midfield into Greenbrier East territory. Once again, another nice run that time by Helmer, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Greenbrier East 49, maybe the 48-yard, about the 49-yard line.
And they found something on that right side of the offensive line, really doing a good job as Caden Helmer, not really flashy, just punching it up in there and picking up what the defense is giving them.
And I like how Shady may be trying to shrink the game by, milking the play clock before they snap the ball.
Yeah, no need to rush. You got to get up there, and the key is, positive yards. Where Shady gets in trouble, especially in that Nicholas County game, is when they got behind the sticks, man.
See Shady now, they snap it right around 5 seconds on the play clock. We're at 3 where they snap it now, and they go forward for a yard maybe. And I think that was Helmer again, but nothing cooking on that play. It was Helmer, but Greenbrier shut that down after only a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, and we look here on the replay, the little general replay, instant replay. Yeah, the defensive front won that battle at the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. We're coming up on the 4:40 mark of the opening quarter. Greenbrier's had the ball first. They marched down the field 57 yards and 13 plays, and on 4th down they got a touchdown run from Godfrey. The point was good, 7-0 the score. 2nd down for Shady and 9 at the Spartan 48. They'll run the ball, and they got good running room and a first down for Shady. And that hole opened up in a nice play by Romage as the offensive line does a good job in creating a hole in a first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, and the right side, as you can see, we see on the instant replay, the right side had been opening the holes, and they did a little counter right there. And I think you caught the defense of Greenbrier East cheating, slanting towards their left, which is Shady's right. But good mix of play calls here for this Shady offense. Both offensive coordinators are in their bag this first quarter.
That was a 10-yard run for the first down at the Greenbrier East 38. And looks like maybe, like I said, Shady's found something a little bit, being very methodical, running the play clock down. 1st and 10 for Shady at the Spartan 38. Curlicerto up under center. Nice play this time again to Ramage. He gets the ball down inside the 35, down to the Spartan 34. So we got 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6 coming up. We're under 4 minutes, 3:40 and counting remaining here in the opening quarter. Glad you're with us on Video Productions. Maris Lowry, Eric Thomas. We got KB, Cameron Ball producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. Chris Farish doing stats. And like I said, Eric, I think this Shady milking it, taking their time, getting out of the huddle, getting to the line, I think it's working.
Well, the coaching staff knows you really don't want to get in the shootout, but you need to match them, scoring. And you said it best. Shrink the game, shrink possessions, try to put some points on the board.
Curlicerto turns around, hands it off. There's some running room on the right side, and a big play and another first down inside the 25-yard line, and that's Helmer carrying the ball for the Shady Spring Tigers.
Yeah, it looks like we have maybe a injury here at the end of the run, as you see right here, Maris. The right side blocking it up, good kick out, and Shady's doing a good job at the point of attack.
The ball gets down to the 24-yard line. We'll take a quick break while they attend to the injured player. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Game is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Scotty Brown, your local State Farm agent in Shady Spring, West Virginia. You can dial him up at 681-238-6130. Well, they got the injured player up, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Shady at the 24-yard line of Greenbrier East, coming to the 3-minute mark of the quarter number 1. And once again, Eric, like I said, the strategy is to get to the line, look at the play clock, and snap it when you get under 10 seconds.
Shady's also doing a good job, I think, up in the booth. Who's ever relaying, looks like some heat. They're bringing some heat on this one.
They'll have a quick pitch. Ramage to the edge. And can he beat the defender? Good play by Greenbrier East as Ramage thought he was going to be able to turn it up and not able to. And that's a nice defensive play by the Spartans.
Not only was it a good defensive play, but a good tackle. I thought at the end of the run, if you can see here on the instant replay, it looked like it might be close to a horse collar, but did a good job of just getting around the outside of the shoulder pads.
That was Braden Godfrey. There's a couple of Godfreys on the squad, and that was Braden Godfrey. There's also an A.J. Godfrey, as that will gain 1 yard to the 23 and make it 2nd and 9 for Shady.
But once again, not only one negative play on the drive, and that's what keeps drives going.
And here we are, Eric, coming up on the 2-minute mark. And that time, Shady very fortunate. Looked like they bobbled the handoff, and that looked like that kind of took them out of that play. But we're under 2 minutes, and each team's only had the ball one time.
You got to think this now with that loss of 2, probably try to pick up half the distance here for the first down and try to go for it because, like you said, this could be the last 2 plays of the quarter.
Yeah, this will be the 10th play of this drive that started back after a good kickoff return by Miles Clark. Shady started this drive on their own 35. They have a 3rd down now at the Greenbrier East 25 on 3rd and 11. Curl Serto will work from the shotgun. 8 on the play clock. Takes the shotgun snap. Pressure comes, trying to set up a screen. Curl Serto's in trouble, and he's got to throw this away as Greenbrier East defended that well. Shady looked like they tried to set up a screen here on the near side.
Yeah, and it was defended really well, and a great job by Culicerto just getting rid of the ball. Live to play this 4th down, what it would be like 4th and 12?
4th and 11, and they're going to go for it. Actually, they're going to call intentional grounding, and that's a loss of down, and that's really going to hurt because they're going to – but the flag came in late.
Yeah, he was inside the tackle box, and I don't know if it went past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I'd have to watch the replay again to see if he got the ball past the line of scrimmage. But nevertheless – they'll mark it off, and there's the referee.
Here we go. Let's see. The scrimmage that.
The 25 was the line of scrimmage.
No, it didn't.
Nope, and that's a good call.
Just short of the line of scrimmage.
And on the penalty, the ball will go back to the 35.
And just like that, just when I said that Shady had only one negative play leading into the into Greenbrier East territory, they have back-to-back. And that one's a backbreaker.
Yeah, because now you don't think they're going to punt here. They might quick kick it. We'll see.
Yeah, that could be. I would maybe try to angle kick it if you're not going to throw it.
You're going to need 21 on 4th down. Culicerto takes the snaps, got good protection, throws the home run ball, got a man out there, and it's dropped for Greenbrier East. And actually, it's better for
probably
East.
Probably better off.
Well, it would be because now East will get the ball as they hold Shady on downs. Shady did a lot of things right, but had that big penalty, and now Greenbrier East turns them over on downs.
So that was a 12-play drive,
11-play
drive, and nothing to show for it. And Greenbrier East with 13 plays and a score.
Yep.
On the first drive. So.
Yep.
A lot of plays run by both offenses in the first quarter here.
So Greenbrier East's defense comes up big. They were helped out by an intentional grounding penalty. So with 1:09 remaining in the first quarter, the Spartans will get it for the second time, leading 7-0. 1:09 left in the first quarter. It'll be Hamrick out of the pistol set, trips to the top of your screen. Hamrick takes the shotgun snap, will throw near side, and the pass might have been deflected at the line of scrimmage. It looked like it just kind of died there.
Yeah, it just died. It looked like maybe getting some hands up in that passing lane. If you look at the replay here, Mares, usually you're taught, defensive line, if you can't get home, get those hands up. No, that one's just
didn't look like it had any zip to it.
Yeah, maybe he thought the wide receiver was supposed to sit down, right there, and probably just miscommunication on the route with the quarterback.
So the clock stops on the incompletion. 1:06 remaining first quarter. 2nd and 10 for East on their own 35. They'll run the ball. There's some running room here to the near side. Godfrey turns it up. He's got a first down as he gets out near midfield in a huge run, and it's a first down for the Spartans. They'll actually cross midfield and get to the Shady 49-yard line. So that's a 16-yard run for Godfrey. And they found something with him as we're under a minute remaining in the first quarter. 50 seconds and counting. 1st and 10, Greenbrier East at the Shady Spring Tiger 49-yard line. Hamrick takes the snap, hands the ball to Godfrey, and he's hit at the line, breaks a tackle. He's got a first down as he rumbles down inside the 40, down to the Shady 37, maybe 36-yard line.
Yeah, nice running. Looks like it was well defensed. Shady at the point of attack misses the tackle, and Godfrey, as we look at the replay, makes him pay as he spins out of the would-be tackler and picks up an additional 10, 12 yards.
Yeah, he got 13 yards on the carry. So he had 16 yards and 13 yards on back-to-back carries. 20 seconds left in the quarter. They'll run Godfrey again. He's the hot hand. He's got some running room on that left side. They run him out of bounds inside the 30, but another good gain. And apparently he didn't go out of bounds. The clock is still running. I thought they shoved him out of bounds. And that'll probably be the last play of the first quarter as the ball's down inside the 30 at the Shady 27. And that will be the final play of quarter number 1. At the end of 1, it's Greenbrier East 7, Shady nothing. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches? It's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
Colder days are coming. Replace those old drafty windows and doors now. Call Window World of Beckley today. 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell your house, you can check out Luke Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker. You can check them out on the website at exitelevationwv.com. Going to the second quarter, I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, Cameron Ball producing and directing, Chris Farish on stats, Jackie Moon on camera. It'll be 2nd and short for Greenbrier East as they have the ball at the Shady 27-yard line. Actually, it's going to be 2nd and 1 as we start quarter number 2. Hamrick waits on the snap, turns around, gives it to Godfrey. He cuts it up inside. He falls forward. He'll have enough for a Greenbrier East first down at the Shady 25-yard line.
And once again, I still think the defensive front for Shady, they're doing a good job standing up and holding. They got gashed a couple of times at the end of the first quarter, but for the most part, they've really been up to the challenge here defensively.
So 1st and 10 at the Tiger 25-yard line. 11:40 and counting left here in the first half. Greenbrier East up 7-0. Godfrey waiting for the snap out of the shotgun. Fakes it, throws in it, got a man open, caught for the touchdown.
Like
Caden Stone hauls it in, a beautiful fake. They fake the ball to Godfrey. They froze Shady's defenders, and then Caden Stone on a post, and a beautiful thrown ball by Hamrick, and it's a 25-yard touchdown pass.
That's what a good running game does for you, though. Frees up the pass, and great fake by the QB and a dart.
Yes, it was a dart, as you mentioned. So after they held Shady on downs, it's a 6-play, 65-yard drive and a 25-yard touchdown pass from Hamrick to Stone, and Greenbrier is trying to tack on the PAT. The snap is low, and it's a bad snap. They're going to throw it, the fire drill for the two-point conversion, and it's caught by Burdett. So everything going right for Greenbrier East as they get two the hard way, and with 11:27 remaining in the half, your new score is Greenbrier East 15 and Shady nothing. Once again, that was a 6-play, 65-yard drive. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Edward Jones, financial advisor, and Heather Cantley is my financial advisor. She can be your financial advisor as well. She's got a new location at Harper Road in Beckley, and you can dial up Heather at 681-254-0097, and she can help you start planning for retirement. Also, the game tonight is brought to you by Hart's Cabinets, located in MacArthur, West Virginia. They're a proud sponsor of local sports. You can dial them up at 304-252-2917. Well, Eric, you got to think now, down 15-0, 2 possessions, 2 scores for Greenbrier East. This is a really big possession for the Shady offense.
And I think just Shady needs to go back to what they did early on in that opening drive, is reestablish that run. And I think once they got down into near the red zone, the play call kind of put them behind the chains. And I really think they had to rethink that, maybe just give them a heavy dose of that run on first and second down to make it a more manageable third down. So let's see what they draw up this possession.
So the Spartans have got it teed up and ready to kick it off. And the last time Miles Clark had a really good return, they're not going to give him a chance. This time they got a big high hop. It's an onside kick. The ball is free. Greenbrier East says they have it, but until the referees say they do, we'll hold the phone on that.
I think Shady may have came up with it.
That ball bounced around. I still haven't seen an indication, and it looks like Shady was on the bottom of the pile, and the Tigers will get possession of it just shy of the 45-yard line. So they try to catch Shady looking a little bit by running that little onside kick.
It caught me off guard.
So Shady will recover it and have the ball right on the 45. So it's an excellent starting field position for the Tigers for their second possession. Last time Shady had it, they started on their own 35, and the drive ended on the 11th play by not converting a fourth down. So here's Colasurto with it from the shotgun. Shady down 15-0, 11:27 left in the first half. 7 on the play clock. Colasurto takes the snap. Ramage gets the handoff, and not much running room there. Be lucky if they get back to the line of scrimmage.
And as you know, we were talking about that first possession, it also gives the defense, when Shady was able to run, now with this 15-0 lead, that they can really, Greenbrier East can really sell out against the run and really make Shady one-dimensional.
At some point, Eric, I think you'll agree, for Shady to get back in the game and to pull off the upset, they're going to have to complete some passes.
Yeah,
they're going to have to make some plays in the passing game.
Yeah. But the thing is, you got to figure out how, you still have to run it and figure out how to protect Colasurto.
So from the shotgun, now Colasurto up under center and running the clock down, 5 on the play clock. 2nd and 10. Greenbrier stacks the box. They'll run the ball, trying to get to the edge, and that's going to lose a couple yards. Just nowhere for anybody to go on that play, and at that time, just nothing cooking.
Yeah, the defensive front starting to take over the contest here early in the second quarter, Maris, and now it's really pin your ears and go after the quarterback. 3rd and 12,
yeah,
3rd and 11.
Yeah.
When the down and distance gets like that, you try to make the quarterback, get it out quick and maybe get you an interception, but you know for sure you're going to rally to the ball and get another possession here if you're Greenbrier East.
8 on the play clock, 10 minutes for the half. Colasurto from the shotgun. Greenbrier stacking the box. Looks like they're coming after him. Colasurto takes the snap. Pressure comes. Sits in the pocket. Throws deep down the far side. And that's going to be a tough completion. And a flag comes in.
And I actually agree.
Yeah, that's going to be pass interference on Greenbrier. And even though it's not an automatic first down, they didn't need 15, but it will be a first down because they needed 11 and they'll now get 15.
Yeah, and the thing that the Greenbrier East defender did, if we can get the replay here, is going down the sideline, played it great, but never found the ball.
Yeah. And
just
right there,
here,
a little bump
on the
sideline.
and the ball was catchable ball, so I agree with that call.
Yes, so they'll mark it off, and that will be a Shady first down.
And
on
you
the
know
penalty.
I'm usually for the defensive back.
Yeah, that's what you played. So on the penalty, the ball comes all the way across midfield to the Greenbrier East 41-yard line. And on that penalty, Shady will have a new package of downs. And, boy, they're much needed with 9:52 left in the half and East leading 15-0. So 1st and 10 Shady from the Greenbrier East 41-yard line. Once again, Shady looking at the play clock, letting it run down to get under 10 before they snap the ball. Colasurto up under center. Turns around, hands it off. There's some running room up inside and a good surge by that Shady offensive line for maybe 2 or 3 yards. And looks like the ball carrier lost his helmet and is trying to see who that is in that pile. And that's Romich, and he'll have to come out for one play because his helmet came off.
92.168.4.1. Okay, hang on.
So it'll be 2nd down. They'll put the ball at the 37. He got 4 on the play, did Romich.
I can give you some scores
All right.
quick here. We're looking at the future opponent of Greenbrier East, next week's opponent. Princeton up 14-7 in the second quarter over Winfield.
Playing that game down at Princeton. Greenbrier East will be in Princeton next week. So from the Spartan 37-yard line, Colasurto up under center on 2nd down. And they'll quick pitch it here to the near side, trying to find running room, and Greenbrier East will have nothing doing there as the Spartans able to shut it down.
Yeah, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Nick.
Actually, it's going to lose a couple of yards
Yeah,
there.
looks
It can
like
go
they lose,
to the
yeah.
39-yard line. So another big 3rd down play.
Well, 2-down territory here. If you're Shady down 2 scores, I think you go ahead. Try to draw you up something that'll get you half the distance, of the 1st down or maybe more.
Once again, they're running the play clock down. It's down to 6. You're going to have to hurry up and snap it down to 2. Will they get the play off in time? They just do. Colasurto gets it, throws it out in the flat, and it's dropped. He had a man out there, Cage Spears, a sophomore, and he was open, and he just dropped it.
Yeah, that was a great play call there, because if Spears is able to catch that one, he's able to turn up. He was uncovered. He would have had to maybe make a defender miss, but he would have at least picked up 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, he would have put them in a much better position, obviously, than what they're in now. Now it's 4th down, and they have the ball at the Greenbrier East 39-yard line. They've got to get it to the 31, and now they're going to elect to punt. They're not going to go for it down 15-0 with 8:17 left here in the first half.
Yeah, maybe your punter can pin
East down in the hole.
down and try to play field position here. Maybe get you a defensive stop.
Suttle will go back to receive it, and what do we got?
Timeout. No.
Yep, maybe a timeout. They blow it dead.
They didn't have enough. They blew it dead. Timeout. Shady didn't have enough out on special teams.
Well, we got a minute to tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. On Friday night, October the 31st, Halloween night, they'll have Bowloween, and it's a great time. Costumes, they pay cash for the best costume, and they have prizes. And for more information about that event, you can call up Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley, 304-253-7328. Also, the game tonight brought to you by Infinity Coal Company, located in Sophia, West Virginia. They're now hiring experienced underground miners. They offer a great wage and benefits. You can apply online at the United Coal Company's Facebook page. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. All your favorite Italian dishes, plus salads, sandwiches, seafoods. And you can dial them up at 304-255-5253. Out of the timeout, Shady set the punt, 8:17 for the half, in a 15-0 Greenbrier East lead.
Oh, thank God. Just tell me if this sounds bad.
And they'll put Suttle back to return it. He's actually standing inside the 5. Here's the snap.
It's easier to come up. Oh, that's a short kick.
Well, yeah, let's see if it gets a Shady bounce, and it won't. It takes a Greenbrier East bounce, and you're right, the net's not going to be very good because Greenbrier East will get the ball around the 25. So the Spartans will get it for the 3rd time. They've scored on their 2 previous possessions. And actually, this ball is going to be Eric across the 25 to the 26-yard line. So from their own 26, that's where Greenbrier East will start. They had a 13-play, 57-yard drive and a 6-play, 65-yard drive for their 2 scores.
Yeah, just been very efficient in the passing game and running game. Well-balanced offense.
Yeah, A.J. Godfrey, a 2-yard run, and then a 25-yard touchdown pass from Hamrick to Stone. Here's a pass out in the flat, and it's caught by Stone. He's got running rooms. He gets across the 35, and that could have been a horse collar tackle right there, and that's going to be very close to a Spartan first down.
Yeah, that was good hustle by Shady, getting out in the flat, and because I thought that was going to go for a lot bigger gain than it did. It will move the sticks, though.
Yep, that's an 11-yard pickup out to the 37-yard line. Not sure why they stopped the clock.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that.
Yeah, so we're under 8 minutes for the half. Yeah, I don't understand why they stopped the clock there. I know they stopped it on the first down, but they'd already set the ball.
Here.
Yeah,
it's gone.
They've got running room down the near sideline. One man to beat. Inside the 20, inside the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. What a beautiful play is Nate Suttle takes the handoff. They faked it one way. They bring it back the other. What a beautiful play call and a well-executed play.
Yeah, I saw it. Great execution, too, by carrying out the fake. If you're the Greenbrier's quarterback is just calm and collected, man. And he sold the play, and what a great inside handoff and just pure speed right there by Suttle.
That's a 63-yard touchdown run. That's a 2-play, 74-yard drive. And that takes the lead out to 21-0 with 7:42 remaining in the half. And Greenbrier East, I would imagine they would try to kick the extra point. The last time they had a bad snap,
yeah.
And they still scored on it.
And they still scored on it, but this is one thing they need to shore up. You're going to be a playoff team. This point after is going to be huge. They've had 2 terrible snaps.
And that one's a high snap. The holder gets it down, which was Suttle. The kick is banged through.
It was high and 100 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Great hands by Suttle.
It came in hot, didn't it? All right, your new score with 7:42 remaining in the half is Greenbrier East 22, Shady nothing. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on Video Productions.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
Welcome you back to Greenbrier East. And Eric, the Spartans came into this game in the ratings number 2, and they've showed it 3 possessions and 3 scores, and that was electrifying 63-yard run that time by the young man Suttle, and a beautiful play. Here's Shady on the kickoff, and a nice, good kickoff return across the 35.
That's the young fellow.
Is that Clark?
That was Spears.
And a nice kickoff return, and Shady will have it just shy of the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Spears with a nice return. Almost broke it to the outside.
And actually, they'll put him down right at the 40. So this will be Shady's 3rd possession. They had 11 plays, turned it over on down, 6 plays, and had to punt. And now, for the 3rd time tonight, they'll have the ball, and now they'll start this possession on their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, and this is the possession, too, where right leading to halftime, 7 minutes and 34 seconds before the half, you do receive the second half kickoff. So if you can go down and tack on at least 3 here, you can try to chew into this lead early in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Carlos Serto from the shotgun, takes the snap. Ramage gets the carry, and they get him at the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go. And I think, and as you say all the time, and so right, Eric, that when you're up 3 scores, a lot easier to play defense, and they're just selling out on the run.
Yeah, you don't even read a lot of keys. You see ball, go get ball. And that's exactly what the defensive end did.
And
just crash down.
And that's simple football, and that's what you have to do. Keep it simple, right?
That's correct.
And for me, they add stupid. Keep it simple, stupid when you're talking to me. So it'll be no gain. 2nd and 10 for Shady on their own 40. Clock returning. We're getting ready to go under 7 minutes for the half. Greenbrier has scored on all 3 of their possessions. They lead in the ball game 22-0. Carlos Serto will work from the shotgun. takes the snap, will throw it short, and it's going to be high. And really, the receiver that time, Clark, really didn't have a chance as the ball came in high.
Yeah, that's one of those where if you're Clark, you pretty much turned into a defender. I think he was just selling out to try to maybe bat it down because, yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, if the ball hadn't been that high, they might have had something there.
Yeah, but that's one of those that has to be thrown on a line. You know, you have to come up and really fire that one in, not float it out.
So it's 3rd and 10 for Shady on their own 40. Unless they can pick up at least 10 yards, it'll be 3 and out. Greenbrier East.
And that would stop the clock to give this
and a false start now, and that'll back them up 5 more. And right now, Shady's having all kinds of problems, like the wheels coming off the wagon now.
Yeah, you know, they look so, you know, manicured so good in that first drive, you know, that stalled out. And now once you get behind, you start pressing a little. And now the Greenbrier East Spartans on the flip side, they're like sharks. Their blood's all in the water, and they're really to really put the foot on the Shady Tigers' throat.
And one thing, you know, Eric, we talked about that Greenbrier East Coach Lee had to keep them focused for this Tigers because they got Princeton Tigers next week. They're definitely locked in tonight.
Yeah, they definitely are. Going to have to go on the road for a tough contest.
Long count. Curl-Serto takes the snap, throws the ball to the far side, one-on-one coverage, and it's incomplete. That was the play they used on the last drive that drew a flag.
Yeah, and that was actually a good throw, good route, good defense. So just it couldn't come up with the completion.
And 4th and 15, Shady will have to punt. So that stops the clock with 6:40 remaining here in the half. And East, of course, has all 3 of their timeouts. And Suttle will go back to return the kick. Suttle had that electrifying 63-yard touchdown run the last time the Spartans had the ball. So from their own 35 on 4th and long, here's the snap. Punter gets set to kick it. He does. And Suttle will take it up to 36. He's got some room. Comes to the near side. He's juking, jiving, gets across midfield, and they run him out of bounds in front of the Greenbrier East bench, and a flag comes in. They might have hit him late.
No, I think it may be a block in the back.
Well, I couldn't tell because it happened right below us, and we're not that high up. And maybe if we can see on the screen here on the replay.
Yeah, I think
could be right there blocking the back at the 35.
I think that's what it's going to be.
And I think you were all over it. And that will negate a fairly decent punt return. So the Spartans will have it for the 4th time. They'll still get good field position. Obviously not as good as they would have had, but they have the ball on their own 44-yard line. So Greenbrier East had a 13-play, 57-yard drive, a 6-play, 65-yard drive, and a 2-play, 74-yard drive, and they all ended up in the end zone. They've got 2 extra points from placement and a 2-point conversion, and they lead in the ball game 22-0 with 6.5 remaining to halftime. From their own 44, from the pistol set as they put a man in motion. Hamry takes the snap. Pressure comes. They force him out of the pocket, and he throws it away.
And that was good defense, some pressure right there finally to get to Hamrick and make him get rid of it.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. The clock will stop.
The clock didn't even start.
6:22.
What was it?
No, I think it was 6:34 when the.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 6:24.
It was 6:34 because I said 6.5 and then now to 6:22. So 2nd and 10 for Greenbrier East on their own 44-yard line.
Looks like some confusion on the defensive side for Shady.
Here's Godfrey with the running play. He spins. He gets across midfield to the Shady 49. While we got a minute, Eric, see if you got some scores.
Got to get some score updates on the games and the teams coming up for this Greenbrier East team. In the second quarter, Princeton 28, Winfield 14. Nitro, another upcoming opponent of the Greenbrier East Spartans. Nitro hosting Point Pleasant. Nitro up 28-0 in the first quarter.
3rd down. Here's Godfrey takes the handoff, and Shady stops him at the line. Will bring up 4th down. And I imagine Greenbrier East will go for it. It'll be fourth and about 3 coming up. So from the Shady 49, They'll need 3 yards here on this 4th down play as we're under 6 minutes for the half, 5:25 and counting. And if you're Shady, you got to be disciplined here. You can't jump.
Can't jump. Don't give them a free first here. You just have to watch the ball and rally to the ball. But I look for him to not get cued here. Just hand it to Godfrey. You got the big tight end leading.
And that's what they do. And I'm not sure if he got there.
Yeah, they're short.
Yeah, from here it looks like they're short. And that would be a huge lift for Shady if they got the stop. And I do believe they did get the stop.
You don't even need to measure that one.
Well, they might measure, but
I don't think you could.
No,
that's even short. That's even short in Wyoming County right there.
Well, until they actually say, and I never saw the officials ever point toward Shady. But
yeah, he didn't. The guy spotting the ball doesn't do a good job of saying. He just runs out there.
Yeah, I mean, he never did give a signal, and Shady will take over on their own 48-yard line.
Well, good defensive stand right there. Something positive for the Tigers here in the first half.
Yeah, Shady needed that. There's 5:03 remaining in the first half.
Looks like to run unbalanced line here.
From 48. They'll run the ball up the middle and cross midfield.
Picks up good 4.
So it'll bring up 2nd down. They get the ball to the east 48-yard line. So you're right, Eric. They got 4 on the play.
Let's give it's a big matchup in Morgantown. Number 1 Morgantown hosting number 3 Willing Park. Marison and Morgantown at halftime leading 7-0.
Yeah. Of course, you can put Morgantown in the conversation, I think, with Huntington and Martinsburg.
Yeah, and speaking of Martinsburg, I'm going to give this before this play. They're on the road at Musselman. They're up 28-14, Martinsburg.
2nd and 6 for Shady at the Spartan 48. Curlicerto up under center. Long count. Run the ball to Ramich. Ramich gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and he might have got a yard, but not much more after that.
Yeah, I actually think that Greenbrier East got away with being in the neutral zone. He had someone jump and never got back. He was still over the ball.
Got an injured Shady player down. So while they attend to the player, we'll take a quick break and be right back here on Video Productions.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
And we welcome you back to Greenbrier East. We were just making a comment as we see the injured Shady player kind of limping off the field there, Caden Helmer, the 6-foot senior. And out of that injury timeout, Eric, it'll be a 3rd down play coming up for Shady at the Spartan 47-yard line. They've got 2 plays to keep this drive moving. They've got to get the ball down to the 42-yard line of East.
Yeah, and I think that Helmer limping off the field, they had a good 1-2 punch going with him, and Ramich really running at the teeth of the defense of this Greenbrier East Spartan defense. So let's see what they draw up here. But I think you short passes, those short, quick passes, and still run the ball.
There's 4:08 remaining here in the first half. Shady in no hurry as they walk to the line. There's 18 on the play clock. They've been doing this, trying to shrink the game. You're not snapping the ball till we get under 10 on the play clock, which we've done that now.
Wow, is this a legal substitution?
We got 6 on the play clock. They'll turn around, hand the ball to Ramich, and he's met in the hole, and it'll go nowhere.
Yeah, the defensive end for Greenbrier East is just not honoring anything, any fakes, anything. He's just crashing down, finding the ball, and that's Harrison Smith, defensive lineman, just really disrupting the Shady offense.
And Eric, I really thought that Shady would throw it right there.
Yeah, right there. You maybe come up and throw a quick hitch, and so now it's obvious passing down right here.
Coming up on the 3-minute mark of the half, a big 4th down, 4th and 6. Curlicerto from the shotgun.
Going empty here.
Yep.
So you got to get rid of it quick.
Curlicerto rolls the pocket. He looks downfield. He's being chased from behind. He's getting near his sideline. He has to throw it. It's caught for a first down, and a much-needed first down as Rob Lynch able to haul it in, and a nice yak yards after catch. It gets the ball down inside the 30, all the way down to the east 27-yard line.
Yeah, but Curlicerto makes this play as he brought enough time by scrambling and throwing a strike right there.
And a nice job by Lynch.
A nice way to move the sticks. Big pickup off the first
Put him down at the 28. It's a 19-yard catch and run, and something Shady desperately needed. Shady has 2 timeouts, 2:40 and counting remaining here in the first half. Spartans lead 22-0. Curlicerto takes the snap. It'll be a running play, and they'll fall forward for a yard or two, but not much. But, really after that first drive, Eric, it's been tough sledding for Shady.
It really has, and but I think the score dictates it, as we always talk about. Once you go up 2-3 scores, you really can get after the quarterback.
So Shady in no hurry. We're coming up on the 2-minute mark, remaining in the first half. Shady still has 2 timeouts left, 20 on the play clock. We'll go trips to the bottom of the screen. Curlicerto looks at the play clock. He has not snapped at one time until they got under 10. Curlicerto takes the snap, throws it, got a man out there, and it's dropped.
Wow,
that should have been caught.
Yeah, that ball was put right where it needed to be, back shoulder throw, and one of these timing routes, and Curlicerto puts this right on the money. You got to haul that.
You got to catch it. That would have been a
first
quarterback.
Yeah. That's a first down.
So now it brings up third down, 3rd and 9. Basically 3rd and 10 from the 27. You got to think they're going to throw it here. If you're East, you might sell out and really
you're
send
going to
bring
the heat, get to them before.
There's 10 on the play clock. Shady moving some players around. They'll go empty. 5 on the play clock. Curlicerto takes the snap, takes a deep drop. They run a screen.
Good
if
play
they got
call.
it blocked, that's Ramage. He gets away from one man. He can't get away from the second man as he falls forward. He gets inside the 25. But that play looked like it was going to go for more than what it did, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I think if we can get this replay up, I think Ramage actually went the wrong way. If he cuts to the left here, wide open spaces.
Yep. He ran right back into traffic.
Yes, he ran into traffic. That's sometimes that vision, and it's easy for me to say up here in the box, but if he cuts to the left, I think he picks up the first down and maybe more.
Well, it's 4th and 5 at the East 23-yard line, coming up on the 1:10 mark of the half. Big 4th down for Shady. They go empty again. They overload to the bottom of the screen. Curlicerto takes the snap. He rolls that way. He's being chased from behind. Throws a pass, and it's broken up. Nice defensive play by Greenbrier East, and I tell you, there's nothing subtle about the young man, Nate Suttles. He's
having
able
a well of a game.
to subtly break that up.
Yeah, great way to get his hands in there, and play call. I think it was just a good play call, just better defense.
So Shady's had the ball 4 possessions. They've turned it over on downs, punt, and turn it over on downs. And now Greenbrier East will take over with 58 seconds left in the half. All 3 timeouts. The clock will stop momentarily on first downs to move the chains.
And plenty of time for them to score with this big play capability they have.
And have it on their own 23-yard line. And, yeah, you're right. With the way that Hamry can dial it up, you're Shady, you can't let anybody get behind you. You got Stone, you got Suttle, that are receivers. You also look out for the seam route for the tight end, Burdett. Hamry takes the shotgun snap, throws the ball down the middle of the field, got a man out there, and it's broken up, almost intercepted.
Yeah, great safety play right here, Maris, if we can cue this one up.
That was
a replay.
Jace Bailey that almost picked that off.
And the way he does it, he plays center field. He read the QB's eyes. It should have been an interception. That is great safety play.
So on the incompletion, the clock will stop with 53 seconds left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Spartans on their own 23-yard line. Greenbrier East, this is the 5th time they've had the ball. They scored the first 3 times. They got held on downs the last time they had it. And now there's going to be a timeout taken by Greenbrier East. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you can be in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. She's located on Market Road in Beckley. You can dial Lori up at 304-252-8646. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Spartan Factory located in Beckley. They have T-shirts, team uniforms, hats, bags, whatever you need. A nice swag that we're wearing tonight for video productions. You can check them out by going to their website, the SpartanFactoryWV.com. Out of the Greenbrier timeout, Eric. 2nd and 10 on their own 23. 53 seconds left in the half. Spartans leading 22-0.
I think you see the same play, but you run the tight end Verdette seam route right here.
So Hamrick takes the snap, pumps, trying to throw the ball deep. Shady does a good job defending it. The ball's juggled and then finally caught for a big loss. And actually, that's the time Stone would have been better off maybe not
just
to catch
letting it go.
Yeah. So that's a big win for the Shady defense. That's a big loss back inside the 15-yard line, back to the 12, it looks like. And now if you're Greenbrier East with the 3-touchdown lead, less than 30 seconds, you probably just want to run the ball, maybe take it. Well, if you take a knee, you got to punt. And actually, they don't even have to snap it because they don't even have to run another play, and I don't think they will. They'll just get into the locker room. So that looks like that's going to be the strategy. So at the break, it'll be Greenbrier East 22, Shady nothing. We'll take our break and come back and get you ready for our halftime show coming up next here on Video Productions.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do, at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Hey, grab me one too.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
And we welcome you into the Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales halftime show. And at the break, it's 22-0 in favor of the home team, Greenbrier East. And Eric, we take a look at the drive charts. First of all, Greenbrier East, they had the ball 5 times. They scored the first 3 times they had the ball. They had a 13-play, 57-yard drive that ended on a 4th down run by Godfrey for the touchdown. Then they had a 6-play, 65-yard run. They had a beautiful 25-yard touchdown pass from Hamrick to Stone. And then they had a 2-play, 74-yard drive. They had a 63-yard touchdown run from Suttle. They lead 22-0. But their last 2 drives, they turned it over on downs, and then they had the half. For Shady, they had the ball 4 times. They had an 11-play drive where they turned it over on downs. They punted twice, and then they had another drive, 8-play drive. They turned it over on downs. But Shady's had some chances in this first half to make some plays and just hadn't been able to.
Yeah, just not been able to connect. And once they had drives going, Maris, they shot themselves in the foot by having negative plays, and you just can't have that against a team Greenbrier East's caliber.
Yeah, so many weapons for Greenbrier East. The quarterback, Hamrick, able, like I said, to hurt you running and passing. You really hadn't hurt him so much running, but like I said, that nice 25-yard touchdown pass. And you got Godfrey, who ran the ball well in the first half, and we'll hear in our next segment. And then you got Stone and Suttle both scored touchdowns for the Spartans. So 22-0 is the lead. We will take a break. When we come back, Eric will give you the numbers of the first half, and we'll do it on the flip side of this break here on Video Productions.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon, or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
Access Health began as a small clinic with a simple yet powerful purpose: to care for our neighbors right here at home. From the very beginning, it was about people showing up for each other, building trust, and staying connected. Today, Access Health is serving thousands across southern West Virginia. But what makes us different isn't just the care we provide, it's who provides it. Our team was born here, trained here, and lives here. This is what community looks like. This is Access Health, by the community, for the community, always.
Hey, grab me one too.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
And we welcome you back into the Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales Halftime Show. And at the break, it's a 22-0 lead for the homestanding Greenbrier Spartans. And Eric, you have the numbers of the first half.
Yeah, Maris, and the Greenbrier defense has really done its job in the first half. As you stated, Shady had a couple, chances, but turned away on downs a couple of times. And they have 71 total offensive yards in the first half. 47 on the ground and 24 through the air. Leading the way on the ground is Rummage with 10 carries for 30 yards. Calculacerto was 2 of 9 for 24 yards passing for 71 total yards. Real good balance for the Spartans. Well, they passed when they just as needed. They've completed 6 of 11 passes for 57 yards and a touchdown. 194 total yards, Maris, but 137 on the ground, led by Godfrey, who has 15 carries for 74 yards. And, of course, Suttle had 1 carry for 63 yards and a touchdown on the ground. So they have 2 touchdowns rushing and 1 through the air. And Stone is the leading receiver for East with 3 catches for 25 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, and those stats are courtesy of Chris Farish, our stat man, and he does a great job as always. We appreciate the hard work by Chris Farish, the stat man. At the break, 22-0. We'll take another halftime break. When we come back, Eric will give you scores from around the state. It's hard to believe this is week 6 of the 2025 high school football season, the first Friday night of the month of October. 22-0 the lead for the home team Spartans. We'll be right back after this on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Summer's here, the Jeep is ready, and at Northside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat, you're getting the best prices in southern West Virginia. Top off, doors open, sunshine pouring in. This is what summer freedom feels like. Your next adventure starts here at Northside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat in Summersville, where everybody rides. Because summer's better with a Jeep and the best deal around.
If you're struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches, it's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
This fall, let the beauty of the season in without the chill. At Window World of Beckley, we bring comfort, style, and savings to your home. Our windows and doors are built to handle West Virginia's wild and wonderful weather, keeping the warmth in and the energy bills low. With energy-efficient windows, expert installations, and affordable financing options, it's time to upgrade. It's never been easier to fall in love with your home again. Call 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD today.
And we welcome you back inside Spartan Stadium on the campus of Greenbrier East High School on this homecoming night. The Greenbrier East Spartans lead the Shady Spring Tigers 22-0. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance, and like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Scotty Brown, your local State Farm agent in Shady Spring, West Virginia. You can dial him up at 681-238-6130. Also, the game tonight is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell your house, you can check out Luke Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker, and you can check them out on their website at exitelevationwv.com. Also, tonight's game brought to you by Edward Jones. Heather Cantley is the financial advisor. She's my advisor. She can be your advisor, too. She's got a new location on Harper Road, and you can reach out to Heather at 681-254-0097. And also brought to you by Hart's Cabinets, located in MacArthur, West Virginia, where they have quality custom cabinets, and they're a proud sponsor of local sports. 304-252-2917. Well, Eric, you got some scores for us here on this week, number 6.
Yeah, since we're here covering the number 2 Greenbrier Spartans, we'll start in AAA, Mayor. It says the number 1 team in AAA, Bridgeport Indians, are hosting Fort Hill, Maryland, and Bridgeport up 28-14 in the third quarter. Of course, number 10 Capitals in AAA now hosting the number 3 4A school, Huntington Highlanders, beating Capital, 24-0 at halftime. And of course, Princeton, the number 3 team in AAA, hosting the number 12 team, Winfield. Princeton's up 28-14 early in the third quarter, and Fairmont Senior, the number 4 team in AAA, is hosting Buchanan Upshur, who is the number 10 team in 4A, and Fairmont Senior's up 34-10. In the 4A ranks, the Beckley Flying Eagles on the road at Preston County, and right now they're in a dogfight. It's 25-20 at halftime in favor of Beckley. Martinsburg fighting in a battle against crosstown rival Musselman, 28-14 at halftime. Cabell Midland, boy, it's been a long season for them. Not only are they losing the in-state schools, they're hosting St. Francis de Sales. That's out of
Columbus.
Out of Cleveland.
Yeah, well, they've got one in Cleveland, one in Columbus as well.
Cleveland? And this one, they're up 27. St. Francis is up 27-0 in the third quarter. In double-A or single-A ranks, I'm going to give this score because somebody has to win. The Wyoming East Warriors are on the road. They're 0-5 on the road at 0-4 Mount View, and Wyoming East is up 13-0 in the third quarter.
Wow, somebody's going to be happy, as you said, going to get their first win of the season.
And this is the one big game that I wanted to check on. It's the Metro News double-A game of the week. The number 4 team in Pendleton County, which we had a chance to cover, they're hosting Petersburg, and I think that's 4 maybe versus 3. Yes, 4 versus 8. Petersburg's on the road at 8 Doddridge County, and Petersburg is up 7-0 in the third quarter.
Anything on Liberty? I know they're playing at Westside.
Oh, yes, and Liberty on the road at Westside. Liberty up 22-14.
Wow, and that'd be a big win for Liberty if they get it. Of course, Independence is off tonight, and I know Bluefield's on the road. I think they're playing Gate City, Virginia.
Yeah, no score on that one. No score on the Bluefield game. And as you stated, Liberty is up 22-14.
All right, so we're about 5 minutes away from starting the second half. Spartans lead 22-0. We'll take another break, come back and get you ready for the second half. You're watching live streaming coverage of high school football and video productions.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
If you're struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches, it's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon, or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
Don't let the beauty of the season end without the chill. At Window World of Beckley, we bring comfort, style, and savings to your home. Our windows and doors are built to handle West Virginia's wild and wonderful weather, keeping the warmth in and the energy bills low. With energy-efficient windows, expert installations, and affordable financing options, it's time to upgrade. It's never been easier to fall in love with your home again. Call 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD today.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Chevy, where they are right.
And we welcome you back to Spartan Stadium on the campus of Greenbrier East High School, 22-0, as we're moments away of starting the second half. And, Eric, we got to make a score correction.
Yeah, we have to correct the West Side score as West Side is up 22-16 over Liberty Raleigh at halftime. And I'm going to give you another local flavor game. Nicholas County at Midland Trail, and it's tied 13-all at halftime.
And, of course, Nicholas County, we saw them. They beat Shady. They will be a future opponent of Greenbrier East.
Yeah, so all these teams that we're updating, like we said, after tonight, Greenbrier East has a stretch
they got a gauntlet, really.
Yeah.
They do. When you look at Greenbrier East, in fact, I had it here. The schedule almost blew out the window. Actually, it did blow out the window.
You caught
it. There's the fan right there below our window able to hand it back to me. But after tonight, Greenbrier East has Princeton on the road, Nicholas County on the road. They come home with Bluefield, James and Rowe, and finish up at Nitro.
Yeah, that's
a gauntlet right there.
It's a pretty tough schedule.
Yeah. But that's what you got to do. If you want to be the best, you got to play the best. And as we said way back in our pregame show, Eric, now as we get into October, this really over these next 2-3 weeks, will separate your contenders and pretenders, and you guys get yourself in position to get in position.
Yeah, you have to battle through. Hey, just get a win any way you can. It doesn't matter, the final score, as long as you come out and in the W column and try to accumulate enough points to host you a game.
By the way, before we start the second half, if most people, I'm sure if you're Mountaineer fans, the Mountaineers do play tonight. And I know a lot of people, and Eric, I think you and I are both in agreement with this. We believe that Friday night is for high school, not for colleges. And we were just discussing it during the break, and we understand why they play on Friday, because television contracts, you have to play when the TV tells you to play, because there's obviously a lot of big revenue involved in that. Revenue. But it's a tough matchup for the Mountaineers tonight on the road at BYU.
Yeah, and really the quarterback situation is getting a little more murky for the Mountaineers. They'll be starting another lefty, this time a true freshman, I think, maybe a redshirt freshman, going to get thrown to the wolves kind of out in BYU.
Yeah, that game kicks off at 10:30. Here in West Virginia. Of course, 8:30 is the local time kickoff out in Provo, Utah. Well, Shady will get the ball, Eric, to start the second half. They put 3 minutes. Now they put another 2 minutes on. I'm telling you, this is one of the longest halftimes I can recall.
Yeah, it's first half went pretty smooth. You're going to end up being, 30-minute halftime?
Yeah, if you remember, and way back, and maybe you don't, in the 70s, the Orange Bowl halftime was the longest halftime ever. The halftime at the Orange Bowl back in the 70s when they always played on New Year's night. That halftime lasted as long as the first half itself did. And I don't know, everybody's like, oh, you got to see the Orange Bowl halftime show, blah, blah, blah. And they made a big deal out of it. And, of course, if you're going to make a big deal out of it, it's got to last as long as it did. And everybody remembered, like, wow, it lasts almost an hour. But anyway, the captains are out there at the center of the field. And, like I said, Shady will get the ball to start the second half. And let's see if Shady can get going, because, Eric, the first possession before they turned it over on downs, they had a penalty. That grounding penalty really took them out of that drive. And it was a 11-play drive, but they found some things by running the ball in that first drive.
Yeah, they really were crossing them up, ran the ball pretty well. But once Greenbrier East got up there, so now they're able to really come after the quarterback and pin and really run blitz too.
This first Friday night in October, beautiful fall evening and big crowd at Greenbrier East, and they believe, down from where they'd always been in the upper class when there was only 3 classes. Now that they're in the class below with 4 classes in AAA, even though there's really a lot of good teams in AAA, Greenbrier East believes they have a real legitimate chance to win the state championship.
Yeah, and the thing I like about this area, you have your Bridgeport and Fairmont up north, but Greenbrier East and Princeton game next week will be just as important as that future Fairmont, Bridgeport game.
Because here's the thing, Greenbrier East and Princeton played next week. That could be for home field should they meet in the playoffs.
Exactly right, and that's one of those games that if you're Greenbrier East, you look forward to going on the road and trying to get you a victory. You've already won at a tough venue at Beckley, a team you hadn't beat in the last 3 years, so look for them to give Princeton everything they want.
And speaking of that, we'll see Princeton at Beckley in 2 weeks on the 17th. In 2 weeks next week, we'll be down at Glen Daniel, Shady, and Liberty, a Raleigh County rivalry. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be at Beckley when it's Princeton and Beckley. And then on Halloween night, we'll be at Beckley when they play the Red Devils. East will kick off on the far side hash. And we are ready to start the second half, as Ron Mitch will be one of the players going back. He'll be on the far side for Shady, and over here on the near side will be Spears, and ready to return the kick. Second half ready to start. East up 22-0, and here comes the second half kickoff, and they'll kick it off, and let's see, it'll be Spears that will take it across the 15, far side up over the 30, and it gets close to the 35 and maybe out to the 35 before they take him down. So Shady will start there from their own 35-yard line as we start the second half.
And, really, Shady's never had bad field position to start their drives.
You're right. Own 35, own 45, own 40, own 48. You're exactly right. So that hasn't been the problem is where they've started. It's just been when they haven't been able to finish the way they want to.
Yeah, do something to create bad down and distance. So let's see what they cooked up here to start the second half.
So, before you can score 3 touchdowns, you got to score 1. And I think you don't worry about it. You just try to go down and see if you can put points on the board on this first possession.
Yeah, definitely. You need points this possession.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Shady on their own 35. They're working right to left on your screen. Curlicerto up under center. He'll hand the ball off, and that's going to go nowhere. That's going to lose a yard or 2 as Greenbrier East able to blow that play up.
Yeah, and the linebackers are just feasting right now. That was Zaire Lee, 5'10", 190-pound senior, just run blitzing, just seeing ball, getting ball, and making another tackle.
So now that's a 1-yard loss back to the 34. It'll be 2nd and 11. And maybe Shady can put it up. It seemed like when they've rolled the pocket, they've rolled Curlicerto, they've had some success with that.
They have. The big 20-yard completion was a rollout extending the play in the
one that Lynch caught.
Lynch caught.
So it'll be 2nd down and 11 from their own 34-yard line. And I don't know if they're going to get the play off, and they won't. They're going to have to call a timeout, and you hate that on the second play of the half, you can't get the play off, and you have to burn a timeout with 11:06 left in the third quarter. So they got a timeout, so it's a time to tell you about Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. On Halloween night, we'll have their Bowl-a-Ween, and they're having great prizes. You dress up to win prizes for the best costume, and they have the futuristic bowling. For more information about that, you can dial them up at 304-253-7328. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company, located in Sophia, West Virginia. They're now hiring experienced underground miners. They offer a great wage and benefits. You can apply online through the United Coal Company's Facebook page. Well, Eric, out of the timeout, it'll be 2nd and 11. Like I said, if you're Shady, Eric, you hate to come out and run one play, and then you run the play clock down too far and you have to call a timeout.
Yeah, that's just, that's got to be frustrating for the coaching staff coming right out of halftime. Usually you have your game plan, what we're going to do these first 3 or 4 plays, and, to have to use a timeout that early, it's got to be frustrating.
So let's see what Shady will cook up. 2nd and 11 from their own 34, 11:06 left third quarter. 22-0 the Spartan lead. Curlicerto will work from the shotgun. Takes the shotgun snap. Pressure comes. He's can tuck it under and run. And he's crossed the 35, and they'll get him out of bounds here on the Greenbrier East side, just shy of the 40-yard line.
And they'll roll the clock because he was contacted in bounds before driven out of bounds.
Yeah, gets out to the 39. So he got 5. So they've got to get out to the 45. They need 6 yards on third down here. And I think maybe they can throw a pass here because I think it's been hard sledding trying to run on East.
Well, if you look, there are a couple things defensively that East is doing. They're really backing off of the receivers. So the linebackers, you got to get it out quick. The linebackers, they're really coming after the quarterback here. Let's see what they have.
Yeah, because they're
looks like they have some max protect back here. Got a couple guys back.
Yeah, they're loading the box. Here comes the heat. Curls throws up the seam, and it's incomplete. They had the play they wanted. They were trying to get the ball to Spears, and the ball is incomplete.
Yeah, and looked like coming out of his break that Spears couldn't locate the football. If we look here, Maris, on the instant replay, look, Spears out of the break.
He got behind the linebacker. So fourth down, and let's see if Shady's going to – I think they would punt here, but let's see if they're going to leave their offense out. I would think they would punt, and they will, or at least they're lining up to do so. With 10-13 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and I think Spears is the punter, so he came from his wideout position too.
So Suttle's back to receive the punt. Here it comes. Suttle runs to the far side. The ball's going to take a big hop, and then kind of die at the 30. Very dangerous for Suttle to pick it up right there, and Shady has good coverage as they throw Suttle back inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think that's one thing you want to do, especially in a closely contested game. That was a turnover waiting to happen. Just let that ball die.
Yeah, when you're up 3 scores, you don't want to give Shady, a chance with the short field by turning the ball over. And like I said, that was risky, but it worked out for the Spartans. And Greenbrier East, their first possession of the second half, they'll start from their own 29-yard line. It'll be Hamrick. Once again, he has played very well, and he's got a lot of weapons. Godfrey, Stone, Suttle, Burdett. And they'll run out of the pistol set from the shotgun on 1st and 10. They'll have a little toss over here to Godfrey, looking for running room, and he just gets back up to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And right there, he didn't make the tackle for Shady, but your Connor Hoffman came up from his corner position, and really, if you can see here on the instant replay, he didn't make the tackle,
forced it inside
where there's help. And that's what that well-coached did the right thing.
Yeah, sealed the edge that time. Here's the wide receiver screen. Suttle, he'll get the ball up to the 35-yard line, make it a manageable third down play. Be 3rd and 4 coming up.
It looks like Greenbrier East is going to go that tempo. Remember the second drive that they had, they really first drive as well, the 13-play scoring drive, they really, went fast.
Hamrick to throw. Has time, surveys the field down the middle. It's caught for the first down. Stone into Shady territory as he spins down to the Tiger 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Greenbrier East.
That was a good underneath route because the tight end cleared out, and Stone was able to come in behind the tight end, and that was a strike thrown by Hamrick.
Caden Stone, the 5'10", 160-pound senior, hauls in the pass from Hamrick. 1st and 10 at the Tiger 44. Hamrick takes the shotgun snap, throws near side into flat. It's caught by the big tight end Burdett. He rumbles and bumbles and stumbles his way down, maybe close to another first down, and he'll have it as he's inside the 35 down to the Shady 33-yard line.
And the thing you need to do to this Greenbrier East offense, once it gets to rolling like this, you have to find a way to get some pressure on Hamrick. If he'll pick you apart. And looks like we got a cramp.
Yeah, and they've also got a set. I guess they didn't give him a first down. They had the ball at the 44. They're putting it down at the 34. I don't know why that would not be enough for a first down. And now it is a first down, but the chain gang.
Moved the chains.
Yeah, moved the chains, and there is a cramp. And while they figure out the chain gang and they check the injury, we'll take a quick break and be right back with Greenbrier East leading 22-0 here on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
And we welcome you back to Greenbrier East. And now, Eric, they do get the chain gang situated. That's a first down for East at the Shady 34-yard line. They're still attending to the Greenbrier East player. I can't see who that is over on the far side, but it does look like a cramp. But while we got a minute, Eric, time to get some scores.
Yeah, we'll start the AA ranks, and we know the number 1 team in the state the Independence Patriots on a much-needed bye week. But the number 2 team, Frankfort, is hosting Mountain Ridge, Maryland. Marison. Frankfort's up 35-0 in the third quarter. Number 13, South Harrison, is at number 3, Philip Barber, and Philip Barber's laying the wood to South Harrison in the third quarter, up 49-14.
The injured player was Jai Green. He's a 5'7", 160-pound senior. He comes off the field. So we resume play, 1st and 10 for the Spartans at the Shady 34. Hambrick once again out of the shotgun from the pistol set. Takes the snap to throw. Has time. Down the seam. Got a man. It's caught. Subtle. He's inside the 5. He's into the end zone for a Greenbrier touchdown. What a well-thrown ball by Hambrick as he put it right on the money, and Subtle able to haul it in for the touchdown.
And you know, great play drawn up, but what a strike. Put it on money, hit the receiver, Subtle in stride, and he knows what to do with it. Once he has great speed.
That was a 5-play, 71-yard drive, and that was a 34-yard touchdown pass from Hamrick to Subtle. That's Suttle's second touchdown and Hamrick's second touchdown pass of the night. That takes the lead out to 28-0 with 8:36 left in the third as the Spartans attempt for the PAT. The snap is good this time. The kick is also good. And as I mentioned, with 8:36 left in the third quarter, your new score, Greenbrier 29, Shady nothing. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Greenbrier East able to score on their first possession of the first half, and now their first possession of the second half. And that was a nice 5-play, 71-yard drive with 8:36 left here in the third quarter. The Spartans have opened up a 29-0 lead. Here's a kick on a hop, and that will be taken by Shady, and a run to the far side. Some good running room, good return out across the 40. That was a nice return that time by Spears.
Yeah,
he's done a good job. Yes.
Gage does a good job in the kicking game, and once he turned the corner, he showed some speed. And once again, great field position for the Shady Tiger offense.
Yeah, and as you stated the last time when Shady had the ball, where they've started has not been the problem, just how they've finished has been the problem.
Exactly right, and they've had excellent field position, just not getting much cooking on offense.
Yeah.
After the first drive, since the first drive, they've really not been able to put multiple plays together.
They'll start this drive over the 45 at the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Shady with 8:26 left here in the third quarter. Spartans leading 29-0. Of course, if you're thinking about a running clock, you have to be up by as many as 42 in the third and by 35 in the fourth to get a running clock. 1st and 10 for Shady on their own 46-yard line. 4 on the play clock. They're going to have to hustle. Carlos Soto gets the snap off. It'll be a running play and barely just gets back to the line of scrimmage. It looked like it was going to be thrown for a loss.
Maybe give him one.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe just to the line. Yeah, they might give him one across to the 47-yard line.
1 yard gain.
Yep, and you're right, Eric. They do give him one.
Generous spot.
Very generous. And I couldn't tell who carried the ball.
I didn't either.
It's just a massive.
Probably Ramage.
Yeah. So it'll bring up 2nd and 9, run to the 8-minute mark of the third, 7:55 and counting.
If you look, they're playing so soft off of the slot receiver. Just come up and maybe just give them a look.
Carlos Soto will hand the ball off, and that's Ramage. He breaks one tackle. He gets up near midfield, and they'll put him down right there in the center of the field at the midfield stripe, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd and 6 coming up for Shady. Got an injured Greenbrier East player with 7.5 to go. and a 29-0 lead. And the young man looks like he's getting up on his own, which is always a good sign. And while you got a minute, Eric, see we got some scores.
Yeah, the George Washington has stormed back in the 4A ranks. They were down 17-6. They just tied it up 17-7.
And that's on the road at
Parkersburg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything else on the Beckley-Preston game?
Still holding at 25-20 in the third quarter.
Of course, Preston got their first win last week, and they put up 49 points in their win last week.
Yeah, that's when we talked about that. I mean, Preston has a good quarterback, so.
By the way, we have a podcast. You may not agree with us.
But.
And we have that. Check us out on YouTube. On
Facebook.
I'll tell everybody I'm Face Eric's book. And that's where? The Warden Broadcast Network?
Warden Broadcast Network on
YouTube.
YouTube.
All right, here's a third down play for Shady at midfield. 3rd and 6 coming up. Colonel Soto checks out the play clock. Greenbrier stacks the line. And Shady will toss it here to the near side. Ramage trying to turn it up, nowhere to go. Actually, it might lose a yard back across the 50, or they'll just say no gain, but just no running room.
The corners and the safeties playing really well. Complementary football. String it out. Let your corners and linebackers come up and clean it up.
We're under 7 minutes for the third quarter, 6:55 and counting. So now it looks like Shady will punt. It's 4th down. But, Eric, you're down 29-0. You got the ball at midfield. Maybe you think you may want to go for it, but it doesn't look like they're going to. So going back to receive the punt is Nate Suttle. He's had a big night tonight. Got a couple of scores. Had a brilliant 63-yard touchdown run in the first half. And he caught the latest touchdown on a pass play. And now it's 4th down, punt time, with 6.5 remaining third quarter. Here's the snap, and there's the punt. Suttle catches it at his 21, makes the first man miss. He's got a seam. Takes it to the far side, breaks a tackle, and he's spinning down across the 45 out to the 46. But there for a minute, Eric, I thought he was going to take it to the house.
I thought he was going to hit his head on the goalpost. He was really moving. I'm telling you, that young man has a true speed because I've watched him. I think he runs track. I'm pretty sure I've seen him on the track. And he competes in the 100-yard dash. And he was in the top, I think, 5 in the state last year.
So Greenbrier will start this possession on their own 47-yard line with 6:10 remaining in the third quarter, up 29-0. Hamrick takes the shotgun snap. Will pitch it to Godfrey. Godfrey's got some running room. He crosses midfield, and he plows down to the 46-yard line of Shady.
Took a shot on that one, Godfrey did, but it propelled him for 2 more yards at the end of the run. But the Shady Tigers defense really not giving up. This was a nice hard hit at the end of the run.
Second down and 3 for the Spartans at the Tiger 46-yard line. Out of the pistol set, we'll hand the ball to Godfrey again, looking for running room. He hesitates, cuts up, has a first down, gets to the boundary, runs over defender, and they run him out of bounds right there. It looks to be about the 35-yard line of Shady, maybe inside the 35.
And we talked about this at the top of the broadcast, that Godfrey is one. As he finishes this run, as you see here on the instant replay, Maris, he seeks contact. And what a strong finish.
Yeah, 12-yard carry down to the Tiger 34-yard line. Clock turning, 5.5 remaining in the third. Greenbrier East on the move again. From the pistol set. Turn around, hand it to Godfrey. Trying to find running room. He gets to the edge. He's inside the 30, inside the 25. Has a first down inside the 20. He gets all the way down to the Shady 15-yard line. So it's a 19-yard run and another Spartan first down. And they'll actually give him a 20-yard gain and put the ball inside the 15 to the 14. Coming up on the 5-minute mark of the third quarter.
The chain gang is having trouble keeping up with this pace. Greenbrier East gets so many first downs that they're.
So from the 14-yard line, turn around. Godfrey's been a workhorse on this drive. He's got a hole, makes a man miss and falls inside the 10, but it looks like he's not getting tired. They keep giving him the ball.
Yeah, he gets stronger as the game goes on. And big load here.
Got 6 yards on the play, down to the Shady 8. 4.5 to go in the third. And Greenbrier East really trying to put an exclamation on what's been a great homecoming night for the Spartans. A beautiful evening here in the Greenbrier Valley. Spartans leading 29-0, looking for more. Second down from the 8-yard line. They need 2 for the first down, 8 for the touchdown. They turn around, they'll hand the ball off, and that time Godfrey's hit from behind the line, and he'll lose a couple, actually lose 3 back to the 11.
Yeah, went to the well one too many times, but, you know, that was probably only the second negative rushing play on the evening for Greenbrier East.
You know, you probably got 2 plays. I wouldn't think they might kick a field goal depending on what happens here. But you got a score?
Yeah, I'm going to give you some scores. Princeton's getting revved up just as Greenbrier East is, as they've opened up the lead hosting Winfield. The number 3 Princeton Tigers 49, Winfield 21 in the third quarter.
Pass play on the near side, little flea flicker, and it works to the lineman and hits the pylon. I believe he's in for the touchdown. I'm waiting for the referee to give a signal. He's got the first down, and now they say it's a touchdown, or do they? Yes, it is a touchdown, and you got to like that as they flip it to Cage Blevins. Wow, yeah. Little flea flicker, a nice and lateral, I guess the old hook and lateral, and they do it to the lineman, and Blevins is who they pitch it back to, and he hits the pylon on the near side, and a Greenbrier East touchdown.
Yeah, and you know what's key to that play is, though, and it's hard to recognize, but the lineman had to be eligible.
Yeah, he had to wait for the ball to be caught,
yes,
and then have the ball pitched back to him. That was a sensational play, 11 yards for the touchdown, and that was a 6-play, 53-yard drive, and that takes the lead out to 35-0 with 3.5 remaining here in the third.
Running clock incoming, boys. Maybe.
Waiting for the point after. The snap is there, the hold is good, and the kick is also good. So with 3.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, Greenbrier East has tacked on another touchdown. It's the Spartans 36, Shady nothing. We'll take a quick break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Colder days are coming. Replace those old drafty windows and doors now. Call Window World of Beckley today. 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD.
Welcome back here to Greenbrier East High School, and on this homecoming night, the Spartans are whooping it up, and Eric, they have every reason to. They played really well, and that was a nifty little play, that little flea flicker, I guess, where they throw it to a receiver and he pitched the ball back to the lineman. A little hook and lateral, I guess, is the correct terminology, and you have a lineman, and, you know, linemen don't get a chance to score too much, and how about that? It's a great moment for the 6'1", 245-pound lineman, Cage Blevins. Here comes the kick, and it will be returned. Nice return with a big hole. Up across the 40 to midfield. One man to Breet. Down the far side, 40. This might go. As Spears takes it home for the touchdown. No penalty flags, and Shady returns the kick for the score, and we'll have to look at the replay to see how far that was. But, you know, Spears was getting close, Eric, to breaking them previous times, and that time he was able to, and Shady's on the board. Let's see where he caught this at. We'll have to get the official word of where he caught it, but a kickoff return by the young man Spears, and Cage Spears, a 6'1" sophomore, with a kick return to make it 36-6. So I'm sure they'll go for 2 here, with 3:17 left here in the third quarter. And they will line up to go for 2. Curlacerto will work from the shotgun. He takes the snap, rolls the pocket, looks, throws, and it's incomplete. So with 3:17 remaining in the third quarter, Shady is finally on the board as they get a long kickoff return from sophomore Gage Spears, and your new score is Greenbrier East 36, and Shady 6. We'll keep it here. While we got a moment, we'll tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance, and you're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. You can dial her up at 304-252-8646. She's located on Market Road in Beckley. Also, tonight's game brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. And boy, I could use an ice cold Pepsi right about now. Eric, do you have any other scores that you can toss in?
Yes, George Washington in the 4A ranks, they were down, I told you, at Parkersburg 17-6 at one point. They have really stormed back to take the lead. It's 23-17 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that is a Beckley future opponent. That's the final game of the regular season, November the 7th, when Beckley will visit George Washington.
And number one, Morgantown game just went final. They were hosting number 3, Wheeling Park, and Morgantown won 28-7.
So Morgantown making a statement that they are one of the top teams in all of West Virginia to be dealt with. Here comes the ensuing Shady kickoff. Will they onside kick it? They'll squib it right down the middle. There's a hop, and that will be Subtle that will pick it up. He comes to the near side, goes to the far side, goes back inside. There's a flag comes in, and you know, Eric, that's one thing. We haven't had a lot of flags tonight.
Yeah, but I think that hold was induced by all the zigging and zagging from Subtle.
Zig, zag, zoom. It was a little bit of everything, wasn't it? And like I said, outside, I'm thinking we had a pass interference call. We had a couple of false starts. We really haven't had a lot of penalties tonight. It's been a really
3. I think that may be the 4th.
Yeah. So I hope I didn't just the announcers jinx and that the fourth quarter becomes a flag fest.
Yeah, I just thought of that.
3:07 left here in the third quarter, 36-6 the lead, and that is the case. It's a holding penalty on Greenbrier East, and they'll mark it off. The ball will come back to the 15-yard line, and that's where Greenbrier East will start this possession on their own 15. Spartans will travel to Princeton next week, and that should be one of the biggest games, not just in the area, but all in West Virginia, Eric.
Yeah, especially in the AAA ranks. It'll be big points to be had from the victor in that game.
As Godfrey takes the handoff, goes up the middle, and picks up 5 out to the 20-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for Greenbrier East. Clock under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. It's been a dominating performance by Greenbrier East, leading 36-6. And the one thing about it, Shady has really played hard.
Yeah,
and
they
at times they've had their moments. They seem like they just couldn't quite get up the hill or to the top of the hill.
Yeah, you know, I've been real pleased, though, with the effort. The effort's been there, and the kids not giving up, coaching staff's not giving up. Just sometimes you're outmanned, and that's one of these instances tonight.
Hamry takes the snap, hands it to Godfrey. He's got some room. He'll fall forward and get about 2 to bring up 3rd and about 3 maybe. And Greenbrier East now, Eric, they especially backed up, they can go a little conservative. We're coming up on the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. And put the ball down at the 28, make it 3rd down and 2. I beg your pardon, not the 28, but the 23-yard line, and I think we got a timeout. We do. We'll take it with them. Be right back on Video Productions.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
For 50 years, Little General...
I hope we can do that. And we welcome you back to Greenbrier East. 2:10 left here, third quarter. Spartans have the ball on their own 23-yard line. We got 3rd and 2 coming up. And let's see what the Spartans elect to do. This time, Hamrick, the quarterback Hamrick goes up under center, and he falls across the line to gain for a 1st down. He had to get to the 25, and he just kind of fell forward. And he crosses the 25, and they put him down at the 26-yard line, a 1st down. So another package of downs. Of course, the lead is 30. If the lead gets to 35 at any point of the fourth quarter, Eric will have a running clock. Of course, the Spartans would have to get another touchdown for that to happen. They have a first down on their own 26-yard line. They'll run Godfrey. He's a very patient runner, too, but not much running room there as he gains a couple of yards. So Greenbrier is just kind of milking the clock. Main thing is, you got the big lead of 30 points. You want to make sure you get nobody hurt and that you stay sharp. We appreciate our crew here. Cameron Ball, KB, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera, doing a great job. He's on top of the press box on a beautiful night like tonight. That's
on
not
top
bad.
of it all.
Yeah, he's on top of it all, as he always is.
Oh, Jackie's usually flying high. He's a high flyer.
Yeah, he is. He walks the dog, baby.
Yes.
All right, 2nd down and 8. Of course, we got Chris Farish on stats. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. Here's a running play to Godfrey. And Shady does a good job as that doesn't go for anything. I don't even think he even got a yard. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, let's look. Yeah, they'll have to at least punt.
Well, this will be third
down, excuse me. Yeah, third.
And they just now started the play clock. There's 35 seconds on the game clock, 25 on the play clock, so they'll have to run a play.
They'll have to run a play.
Yeah.
You can't mic up Lamar Jackson. He always be talking about some crazy.
So 15 on the play clock as they break the huddle, the Spartans on 3rd down. Let's see, Eric, if they'll put it up. The formation looks like they might.
How's Nick and Beckley playing for you guys?
And they're going to. Pressure comes. Hamrick's in trouble, and he gets
wow.
sacked. That's a nice play.
Dude, that was crazy.
A beautiful play.
Yeah, I think that's one of our sponsors'
Yeah.
sons right there.
Pasquale's been eating some Italian food.
Brady breaking through.
Brady Lalick. Yeah, Lalick. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. At the end of 3, it's Greenbrier East 36, Shady 6. We'll be right back with the 4th quarter after this break on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
And want to correct myself, that last sack, get the pronunciation right, that's Lossick, right?
Yeah, Brady Lossick.
Brady Lossick, they got the sack for Shady, and Greenbrier East will have to punt.
A vicious sack.
It
broke
was.
Free.
Rob Lynch is back here on the near side waiting to kick. Here it comes. They'll kick it to the far side, and that ball will go out of bounds. Shy of midfield, yep. So on the punt, as we said all
what do I know? Yeah. They went up to the 42.
Well, but we've said Shady's had great starting field position all night. And I was like you. I thought the ball went out near midfield.
Yeah.
But apparently it crossed the boundary before it got to midfield.
Well, I think, are they moving? No.
They're moving the ball at the Greenbrier 42-yard line, and that's where Shady will have it, 1st and 10. Shady's only touchdown on a long kickoff return tonight, and they were able to get that from Spears. And now they'll put the ball at the 42-yard line of Greenbrier East. And let's see if Colasurto can take him down and stick him in the end zone. 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the shotgun. They'll hand the ball off. It'll be a running play, and that's going to lose yardage. Greenbrier East was all over that.
Yeah, it looks like a new running back in the
Tucker
game.
Tucker Harvey on the carry, and that goes, like I said, for a loss back to the 45-yard line. They lose 3, 2nd down, 13. So I guess each team now trying to put in some new players, Eric, with the score the way it is at 36-6, 11.5 remaining in the ball game. Next week, we'll see these same Shady Tigers in a cross-county rival against Liberty. 2 weeks from tonight, we'll have Princeton and Beckley. Colasurto waiting on the shotgun snap, takes it, hands it off, and that's going to lose major yardage across midfield. That play had no chance. So the loss will go across midfield back to the 49-yard line. And it'll be third down coming up.
And I don't think that was Colacerto at quarterback there.
I beg your pardon.
That was Clark.
I beg your pardon. Miles Clark.
Yes.
We saw Clark in relief in the Nicholas County game as well.
See if they put it up in the air here. At least got to give your.
Is that Clark or Spears? It looked like
Clark.
8. Is it Clark 6 instead of 8?
I think it is. It's Spears.
It's Spears, 8.
Okay.
He's thrown the deep ball, and it's overshot everybody. Yeah,
and he took a shot.
Yeah, I see where his helmet's knocked off. I didn't see the end of the play. Apparently no flag came out.
Well, that's one of those where at the end of the play,
Let's see
I mean,
if we
it
get
was
that.
pretty bang, but.
We don't have that on replay. It'll bring up fourth down for Shady. And we're going to have, I think, a timeout on the field with 10:20 left in the game, and 36-6 is the score. We'll take a quick break and be right back on video production.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
And we're back here at Spartan Stadium, the campus of Greenbrier East. It was homecoming night, and it's been a happy homecoming as the Spartans are in complete control, 36-6. And next week, Greenbrier East has a really big game, Eric, as they'll travel down to play another bunch of Tigers at Princeton. And Princeton, the last time we had a score, they were up a couple scores over Winfield.
The last time we checked, I'm going to try to check in real quick here, Maris, on that score. That offense started rolling in the second half for Princeton. Oh, yes. Princeton 59, Winfield 21 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so that'll be a big challenge for Greenbrier East. But on the flip side, a big challenge for Princeton, too, because Greenbrier East they have multiple weapons.
Yes, they do, and I think it'll be battle, don't turn the ball over. 2 good quarterbacks, good running backs, and wideouts.
So on fourth down, Shady will go for it from their own 49. Spears waits on the snap.
No, Cal Colacerto's back out there now.
Thank you for pointing that out. And now Colacerto does take the snap.
Our producer pointed that out.
Colacerto throws the ball back across his body, and it's incomplete, and Greenbrier East will take over on downs.
Yeah, just nothing there, and now Greenbrier East has a chance in really good field position here.
And let's see if Greenbrier East might start sprinkling in some new players. They take over on the Shady side of the field with 10-12 remaining in the ball game. They lead 36-6. Should Greenbrier East get another touchdown, we would have a rolling fourth quarter clock. But the main thing, Coach Lee, you want to obviously, it looks like Eric, barring any kind of wild major collapse, they've secured the victory. Now you want to get out here healthy. Yeah,
you do. You want to get out healthy, but you also want to get some rhythm because you have a big matchup next week, and you just want to really get your rhythm going. The offense is playing pretty good. Defense has been,
They hand the ball to Godfrey.
Well.
Godfrey gets to the edge. He's got running room. He's inside the 40. He's got a first down. They run him out of bounds inside the 35 all the way down to the Shady 34-yard line. So that's a 15-yard run by Godfrey. He's had a really good night tonight.
Yeah, he has. And he's got chunk plays. They kept the, 2, 3, 4 yards here, but I think he's had at least 3 15-plus yard runs.
Well, when you talk about Hamrick, their quarterback, and you talk about Tuttle, Godfrey, and Stone, they can beat you so many ways. Then you add in Burdett, the tight end. Then you add in that little trick play that they ran with the little hook and lateral to the lineman. There's a lot to like about this Greenbrier East team. 1st and 10 at the Spartan, or at this Tiger 34, rather. Hamrick will keep it himself. He'll throw, got a man wide open. They make the connection to Tuttle. Inside the 30, makes a man miss, and he's got a first down at the Shady 23. Maybe let's put him down 23, but enough for a first down.
Nice hustle play and tackle by the young man from Shady, though. He didn't give up on the play and And that's one thing you got to like. They're still playing hard.
And I think, Eric, that Coach Lee's like, look, we got to get one more touchdown, and then we'll empty our bench. We'll start, putting in a lot of players that don't get a lot of time.
Yeah, and I think that's the correct thing to do because, like you said, I mean, it's still football. You have a big game you got to play next week, and you want to get your offense have a lot of confidence.
Here's Godfrey. They get him behind the line as we go under 9 minutes for the game. And like I said, that's what you're talking about. Shady continue to play hard. They throw Godfrey for a loss back to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and that was Tucker Harvey coming in from his linebacker position to get Godfrey down in the backfield. 2nd
and 16 coming up. Let's see if East will elect to put it up. And Hamrick will pull it. He's got running room. He's got a big gainer. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Boy, he made that look easy as he faked the handoff, and when he took it around the edge of the right side, there was nobody there.
Yeah.
And Hamrick able to waltz into the end zone as we watch the replay for a Greenbrier East touchdown. I mean, nobody at home for Shady.
Yeah, and we knew what he could do with his legs, and I think he'll have to do a lot more of that next week. They'll have to have multiple, rushes from him probably playing against Princeton. He'll have to do it with his arm, legs, because it's going to be a tough matchup.
That takes the lead to 42-6 with 8:29 left in the game. That was a 4-play, 49-yard drive. The point after, it looks good, and it is good. So with 8:29 left in the game, their new score is Greenbrier East 43, Shady 6. We'll take a quick break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's
8:29 left in this one, and Greenbrier East is whooping it up as they should. And they got a really good football team here for Greenbrier East. And Shady played real hard, Eric, but they were just outmatched here tonight. And with that last score and the point after 43-6, we now have the game to where we'll have a running clock the rest of the way.
Yeah, and hats off to Shady. Like you said, the Shady Tigers have played hard, but this Greenbrier East team, you can feel the momentum, and I think a lot once they went down and beat Beckley, and I think that really gave them, the to say, hey, we can beat anybody.
You're reading my mind. Once they beat Beckley, how they beat Beckley, I think it just kind of put their direction forward and made them sky high. And even though they had a setback to Allegheny's a very good team.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought game, but still.
And this is a very good Greenbrier East team. One of the better teams that they've had the last, 4 years. Here's a return out to the 30-yard line. Like I said, we'll have a running clock here for the remainder, 8:15, with the lead at 43-6. In our Pioneer Community Bank post-game show, we'll have a quick wrap-up of tonight's games. We'll give you the numbers. And next week, we'll be down at Glen Daniel as the Shady Tigers will take on Liberty. 2 weeks, the 17th, we'll be at Beckley for Princeton at Beckley. And I'm not sure where we'll be yet on the 24th. I do know on Halloween we'll be at Beckley for Oak Hill at Beckley. So I kind of know where we're going to be. And, Eric, it'll be strange that Beckley on Halloween will play the Red Devils. That could be spooky, right?
That could be a spooky game.
Of course, I know Coach Surratt at Beckley says as long as the game's in Beckley, he didn't care what night they played on. All right, here comes Shady. And let's see, is that Colacerto still out there? I believe it is. It is, and they'll run the ball up the middle.
I think that was Harvey.
Yep. They'll run the ball to Tucker Harvey. Like I said, it's a moving clock, and that'll gain a couple of yards. We've got a big volleyball match on Tuesday. It'll be George Washington and Beckley. And that'll be at Beckley Woodrow Wilson. It'll be the best 3 of 5. And that will start at 6 o'clock.
And that's always a good matchup.
Yep. No matter what they play in.
Yep.
So assessing Greenbrier East, I think there's so many teams in AAA that you could say have a legitimate chance to win, and definitely Greenbrier East is one of those teams.
Yeah, they're one of those, definitely a playoff team, but I still think everybody's looking up to Bridgeport.
Here's a running play. Get the ball out to the 35-yard line. and that's Ramage on the carry. So it brings up third down. Clock continues to run. Like I said, we got a running clock because of the score. 6:20 and counting. Appreciate our staff here at Fairleigh tonight. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, KB Cameron Ball producing and directing, Jackie Moon on camera, Chris Farish with the stats. From the 35-yard line on third down. We're getting ready to go under 6 minutes for the game. They'll run a toss here to the near side. That's a first down. He got right to the 40. I think he got there. And that is Harvey.
Forward progress probably got it, yeah.
Yep.
I thought he might have slowed up just a little too much.
Yeah. So out to the 40. That'll be a first down. I'm actually going to give him the 41. 5.5 to go. Like I said, the clock will continue to run. You know, it's a big 2 nights for the programs here because last night, Eric, I don't know if you knew this, but Eastern Greenbrier snapped Independence's 25 game winning streak on the middle school level. And it happened right here on this field. And timeout. So timeout Shady with 5:10 left in the game, and we'll take it with them. Be right back here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
And we take you back here to Greenbrier East here at Spartan Stadium. Final 5:10 remaining in this game. Eric, have you got any more scores on the Beckley or any update on Beckley and Preston?
Just got refreshed and updated on the Beckley game. Beckley has pulled out to a 38-26 lead late in the fourth quarter.
And Beckley,
Martinsburg, it was once 28-20. Martinsburg, they've exploded in the fourth quarter. It's 41-20 in the fourth quarter. Martinsburg at Musselman.
Another running play.
Let's check this double-A scores, Maris. Frankfort, the number 2 team, as the number 1 team. Independence was idle this week. Frankfort hosting Mountain Ridge, Maryland, and Frankfort wins that one going away 41-6. Philip Barber, the number 3 team in double-A, hosting number 13 South Harrison, and Philip Barber runs away with it 49-22. And here's an update. Number 8 Doddridge County in double-A hosting double-A number 4 Petersburg, and then Doddridge County up 21-7 in the fourth.
Yeah, we saw Doddridge that opening week against Liberty. We knew they were going to have a good team. Here's a sweep. Ramage to the far side. He gets across the 45 and out to the 47. Getting ready to go under 4 minutes for the game.
You know, to talk about the defense of Greenbrier East, where I played corner, not corner, but safety, I tell you, they're well coached, and I can tell you why in the run game. They keep good leverage out at the cornerbacks, and like you said, set the edge. They go outside in. You know, they try to funnel everything back to the linebackers, and they do a good job of that.
Here's a third down play for Shady. On their 46-yard line, Curlicerto looks at the play clock. They're going to have to snap it. They're at 3 seconds, and they get it off just in time. And they run the ball, and that play's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go for a loss. Because there was nowhere to go that time for Tucker Harvey.
And we must say that Greenbrier East has taken every one of their defensive starters out.
So it'll bring up a fourth down play. Like I said, the clock continues to run. We're coming up on the 3-minute mark. We'll have a quick wrap up in the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. We're glad you tuned in tonight here on Video Productions. Beautiful night here in the Greenbrier Valley. The first Friday night of October, and beautiful fall night. It was like summer during the day, but fall at night.
And that's that time of year, though. You know, you wake up in the morning little cool, and it makes you appreciate that sunshine once it comes out. But when that sun drops, it's back to cool, right?
Here's Curlicerto throwing the ball down the field. Got a man out there and not able to make the connection.
I think that was to gauge Spears, maybe.
But the clock will continue to run because of the score, 43-6. So we're coming up on the 2-minute mark. Probably only got a couple more plays left in this game, Eric.
Yeah, as methodical as Shady has been on offense with a bunch of new players coming in for Greenbrier East. Let's hope we don't see a bunch of false starts or anything like that. But with the running clock, you might be right. Probably not going to be maybe, 3 at the most.
Well, they're already under 2 minutes as Greenbrier East is huddling under there on the sideline. We're going to have a new quarterback into the ball game.
And the play clock's already at 20.
Yeah, they're going to have to hustle. We're going to have to break out the roster here and see who we got out there for Greenbrier East. You have to help me. Who is the quarterback? I can't see a number.
I think it's 12.
And that is Sam Gabbert. Seems like I remember him from basketball. Well, there was a Gabbert that played basketball for East. There's a good running play inside the 40. They need to blow the whistle, and they finally do.
Let's see who got the run there for Greenbrier East.
Minute and a half
26. That will be Austin Witt with the carry, another 9th grader.
So coming up on 1:10 remaining in the game. Like I said, maybe this one, maybe this one and one more play.
4 tops, right?
Yeah, maybe this one, maybe one more.
Not the group 4 tops.
Yeah. They run the ball again. And a lot of these players, they practice hard. They want to get in the game. A lot of them play JV.
A lot of JV, but, hey, once you get in, it's Friday Night Lights. It's a little different than playing on Monday, Maris.
Yeah. Well, the Spartans are going to go to 4-1. Shady's going to go to 1-5. After Shady won the first game, will be their 5th straight loss. And the Tigers won't quit. They'll continue to play hard. I know they're disappointed. They played hard tonight, but I think they were just outmatched tonight against Greenbrier.
Definitely were. I mean, just like you said, though, a lot of weapons for the. It'd be interesting to see the matchup with Princeton.
This could be the last play of the game as they run the ball for a first down inside the 30. The final 20 seconds left in the game. And that's going to be it. Doesn't look like Spartans are going to run another play, and that'll do it. Your final score will be Greenbrier East 43, Shady 6. We'll take a quick break, come back to the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show coming up next here on Video Productions.
Ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or if the great outdoors is calling, answer it with our outdoor recreation program. Receive hands-on training that readies you to lead, inspire, and explore. Whatever you're passionate about, we have a path for you. Visit newriver.edu today. Start here. Go anywhere.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
Hey, grab me one too.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Colder days are coming. Replace those old drafty windows and doors now. Call Window World of Beckley today. 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction. Hi,
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
And we welcome you to the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, and we're going to wrap this up and put a bow on it, Eric, as this was a nice win on homecoming night 2025 for the Spartans as they defeat Shady 43-6. And Greenbrier East, Eric, really set the tone. They scored the first 3 times they had the ball. They got up 22-0. They never looked back, and they win, as I mentioned, going away 43-6.
Yeah, just a complete game for this Greenbrier East Spartans team. Nice little tune-up game for the big matchup next Friday night at Princeton.
Yeah, so Princeton was winning big the last time you checked the score, Eric.
I have the score here.
Yeah.
The final score of the Princeton-Winfield game ended up Princeton 59-21, so they pitched a shutout in the second half.
So you're going to have see how the ratings turn out coming into this week. Greenbrier East was 2, Princeton was 3. Probably not a lot of change there.
Won't be a change because this is another 3A school that Greenbrier East beat. And if Beckley goes on to win, that'll give the East a bonus point. They'll stay at 2.
And plus, Winfield is a 3A school as well, and Princeton should stay at 3.
Yes, so it'll probably be 2 versus 3.
Could be, I don't know, because I don't really try to figure all that point stuff out, but could be the winner of that game might be able to push to number 1.
Might be enough bonus,
could be enough points there to do it.
Propel them there.
All right, final score, and Eric, you have the numbers of this big Greenbrier East.
Real quick, the stats for Greenbrier East. They had 385 yards of total offense, Mares. 237 on the ground, 148 through the air, and Hamrick, the quarterback, was just flawless. 12 of 17 for 148 yards, 3 touchdowns, and added a rushing touchdown, 3 carries, 23 yards, and a touchdown. And Godfrey was huge on the ground, 27 carries, 137 yards, and 1 touchdown. And receiving, Subtle, 4 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And also they had another one in there that caught a touchdown pass for the Spartans. Stone,
yes. Stone had one receiving touchdown. Well, they actually had Stone, Subtle, and Blevins. Blevins caught a touchdown, which was the big hook and ladder.
Hook and lateral, the big lineman that scored the touchdown.
Yeah, so Shady, not much on the flip side. 83 yards of total offense. Just tough sledding tonight.
And that'll do it here from Greenbrier East. Final score of 43-6. We appreciate everybody at Greenbrier East High School making it happen. Our complete staff. Of course, we appreciate Chris Farish making those stats available for Eric to give to you. KB, Cameron Ball doing a fantastic job as always producing and directing because he learned from the best, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins. Also, we appreciate Jackie Moon. As Eric told you during the broadcast, he's always on top of it, flying high, and he was on top of the press box doing what he does, flying high, and we appreciate that from Jackie Moon. From my partner, Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. It was Greenbrier East beating Shady 43-6. Good night, everybody.
All right.